Hello. Oh shit. I gotta put like fucking. Wait, is Discord not here? No fucking way, bro. Right, hold on. I've got to add a new sort. No, I've fucking got it, but not on this screen because you haven't like fucking started screen sharing yet. Hold on, I'll just swap to that. We'll just fucking sit in a blank screen for a bit because that should. But that would be like fucking intelligent and shit. Right. I think they can hear you now. There we go.
Hopefully, inshallah.
Bismillah, bro.
Wait. Actually, let me not risk both of our accounts. I'll put this in a separate tab.
Probably
So
good.
I don't accidentally click on fucking Twitter or something and get both of us fucking banned.
What the? Squeeze Kaneko's balls like the choker on a lawnmower. I feel like he needs a hint of CBT for future sins.
Nah, I'm good. I don't think I need that. Fuck you, Gator.
This is Thugum Flaw. For fuck's sake. Fucking 2 seconds.
Why are we immediately getting sexual harassment from your chat?
But I swear to God, man, I don't know what it is, but it's just me. Fucking second I go live, I've got people fucking coming into my chat sexually harassing me.
Wait, I need to put your chat to the side.
It's just like, well, I'm not gonna be able to concentrate with your chat anywhere in my peripheral vision.
No, I'm gonna put it near my OBS as well to like keep a watch on it. I had a really good tool for this actually. I lost access to it. It would like connect chats in one chat box. Hold on, I'm gonna make us both small on my end.
Okay.
Let me check. That's my chat. Oh, but I think my chat box is broken too. Cool. It's not.
I've got like a fucking like shared chat box through OBS now. I've got like OBS stream elements in it. Yeah, so they do a shared chat box. Well, for like YouTube and Twitch, but I don't know if it works with.
I don't know. I mean, are you using regular OBS or the?
I just use regular
Streamlabs OBS. Or
I used to use Streamlabs, but then it fucked up and stopped working for me. So like, fuck this. I'm just going to vanilla.
Yeah, that shit is turbo and unreliable. That's why I was curious. They might have added that feature. That's why I asked the shared screen thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not shared screen, shared chat.
Hold
on,
shared
let
chat.
me screen share to you. Right. There we go. I just like popped out the tab from your stream, and just like put it on top of my OBS.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
It should work. Also, hello everyone. I see I'm right on time. Yeah, Banana, welcome, man. Hello, bro. You're right on time for a fucking shit show.
What
I don't know why you're.
It's gonna be peak.
Hopefully.
It's gonna be a fucking absolute peak.
I have a dreadful feeling on me. I feel like I'm sick. Just you know, like how you're gonna do like a public speech or something, and you feel like your stomach's turning. It feels like that.
Brother, where are you gonna be sitting here and shit posting? You don't need to worry about a thing. Nothing but good times.
Not because something bad is gonna happen, but I feel like this guy, look, I'm even subscribed to him. Like, this guy was my fucking childhood. I mean, not really but... Dude, okay, wait. I'm taking that back. He was my childhood. I have this motherfucker's merch. From how many years ago? Let me check.
Remember back in the good... Like, I fucking saw a tweet by Destiny today, right? I saw a tweet by Destiny. Or like somebody like... Not a tweet by Destiny. Somebody tweeted something that Destiny had said in his stream. And he was watching the content cop and Destiny himself, this is Destiny we're talking about here, said the internet was so much better when iDubbbz just dropped the N-word in his videos.
He's right though. He's actually saying that, like, he's spitting facts. Do you know the fucking RiceGum diss track, RiceGum content copy made?
Yeah. I know of it, but I don't remember it. It was such a long time ago now. Fucking 7 years, Christ Almighty.
Yeah, it's 7 years. Do you remember this shirt they were plugging for merch for their video? Wait, where is it?
Vaguely.
The fake hype beast hoodie they were plugging with the sheep logo on it. I have this exact same fucking hoodie. I bought it for fucking £40. It still lingers in my room.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah.
Oh, need to go back.
40 euros, bro.
You just really needed to get into that.
This is like that fucking Christian, what's it called? Talisman equivalent.
It's cursed. Your life went downhill from there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up being a cuckold back.
But don't even say that, bro. Oh my god.
But yeah, this shit is like, so I'm gonna actually unsubscribe because he kind of fell off. Like, I'm not even trying to join the hate train. He's literally doing slop.
I knew when he fell off when he did a stream, and the whole idea of the stream was him optimizing his keychain.
Keychain?
Like, he had like a little like he opened up Photoshop and he had like a little like PNG of a keychain, and he's like, right, now what keys do I put on the keychain? And he had these little drag-on pictures of like scale sizes of the keys in his keychain.
What the fuck? What? That's nothing.
The guy's sitting there fucking shirtless in his little fucking goon cave streaming, and he thinks this is peak content. I'm gonna optimize my keychain.
That's idiot. Dude, look at this shit. This is like, what was that corporate YouTube channel? What, BuzzFeed?
Yeah. Oh, this is like fucking
look at these videos, like
shit.
BuzzFeed tier videos, bro. Legit food review. Like, this was the only enjoyable-ish content he made. Until then, this is like, motherfucker's trying to be niche, but he's not putting his heart into it, so it's just flops.
It's like fucking dead. Like, right, like when I saw like the first like a minute to 2 minutes, right, of him doing content cop like this shit, I thought like this is him being self-aware. This has a little bit of the irreverence of the old iDubbbz, and it gave me hope. And then fucking Hassan comes on stream, and I'm like, that's it. It's gone. It's dead.
I cannot get over the whole Hassan thing. I'm so excited. Like, I don't know the context, like how he comes in. I don't like. I've seen some guests and shit. I saw him crying. Put that as our stream thumbnail too. Yeah, I think I'll play it.
Hold on, 2 seconds. I'll fucking send you. I'll send you the fucking keychain. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, bro. iDubbbz is the skeleton of a dead horse beaten into powder. Yeah, he's glue now. He's basically a man glue.
That was it.
Let me. I'm so curious.
There we go. That was the thumbnail for the video.
Oh my god, wait a second. I gotta put it on stream.
Him fucking optimizing his fucking keychain, bro.
Bro, this is fucking nothing. Like, this is like, you know how like 8-year-olds accidentally record videos and upload on YouTube?
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of that, but a grown-ass man is doing it.
What the fuck are you doing,
still
man?
Using like impact font and his like old fucking Zoomer commentary era thumbnail formula.
And he's using like fucking the Supreme shit. Like, come on, man. Riz and drip like, in the fucking thumbnail. Yeah. Like, yeah, like if we hit enough of these fucking like SEO buzzwords, we'll get the kids in.
The youngsters are gonna love this one.
Oh, how do you do, fellow kids? Fucking Christ, man.
We haven't even watched the video. It's already a shit show. Oh I wasn't aware of that keychain shit.
Bro. It's gonna
Sad YouTuber meandering around, having no idea what the fuck is his channel. Yeah, he just lost the plot at some point. I genuinely feel like he's like a CIA experiment or something. Just like shocking his brain or something at this perfect angle. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Is it? Why is it so silent?
In our defense, like,
oh, he's watching video. That's
why. Yeah. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
What we do here is go back.
Dude, I hate this song so much.
But it's his thing. It's his thing. You know what I mean?
It's just some random YouTube music, bro. It's not his thing.
But like, it's what he's become known for. You know what I mean?
I actually get like goosebumps hearing that. It's like immediate fight or flight trigger. It's so bad.
But it's like a bit of a reverence. Like it's like he's acknowledging that he's like a fucking, you know, like fucking washed up. He's sitting there fucking on his couch scratching his belly. He's like a fucking nothing. And this is him like, this is his like tongue-in-cheek montage. I'm getting back into it. I'm returning.
Bro, this isn't a belt, by the way. This is a strap-on holder.
No,
I think that's his wife's.
For fuck's
I think
sake.
that's his wife's, bro.
No
I don't think
way,
this,
bro.
This is supposed to be a belt.
No way. You borrowed it from the bull for a video. I'm sorry, I fucking said.
Wife's boyfriend lent it to him.
Excuse me, I need to make a video. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Those pants are well made though. That shit didn't catch fire or tore a hole in it with the cigarette.
I think the police officer's outfit might be his wife's too.
Oh my fucking Hassan jump scare.
You really fucking is, man.
Coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive.
Look at subtitles just in case we got ESLs or like deaf people.
All the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. I have a very important announcement. I finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's Content Nuke, and I'm not going to call it Context Puke as I normally do because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am a
Mashallah,
vicious
brother.
anti-Semite.
Mashallah, brother.
Most importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally. I've been lying about everything, including my glass.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to Ethan. That dude was extremely fucking fat, like obese, morbidly obese levels of fat. It's kind of amazing at his age, like he kind of lost some weight. But besides that, his shit is just horrible. Ever since he started doing YouTube.
Glasses, they're fake. He was right about that. That's not even in the Content Nuke, and he was right about that too. How did he know everything? How? Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Why does he even got the Middle Eastern music playing, man?
Ethan.
I don't know.
Ethan, wake up. Time to be
This is
awake.
some fucking ISIS montage.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up.
Who's that? Is that what the fuck? Is that JD Vance?
That JD, man. I fucking see it. He got a shave and he threw a headscarf on.
Bro, JD Vance Photoshop on him. Where the fuck did he come from, bro?
He got the big boy himself.
Ethan, wake
Bro, this is like a Netflix adaptation of a content cop. Why is everyone a DEI?
Wake up. Since anyone? Just wake up.
This is fucking the old fucking pink guy crew, but like the Netflix version of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like content cop, but like Netflix version.
They made Georgie Black.
Chat.
I'm the same.
Someone actually made an AI image of Adam. You have to send that to me if that is real. So I'm not the only one that was thinking that. Was that person wearing a Palestine flag? Which one? To be fair, any one of them could. Oh yeah.
Literally,
Oh my god, it's Ian. It's iDubbbz, bro.
Am I mad, or is like the fucking like crossguard of that sword a swastika?
It is. It kinda is. Hello, Pity. Welcome.
He's actually
Alright,
based,
we're
guys.
gonna like analyze every single frame of this video.
Every
It's like
single
gold mine.
pixel.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, Ethan.
That's not gonna do a react content yet, chat.
I'm the same. Nobody's told you to wake up, Ethan.
Yummy, I love Sabra hummus.
Time to wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
Wake up.
Wake up, Ethan. Just wake up.
Bro, what's with the music?
I don't know. It ended with him saying that he's an Islamic fundamentalist and then straight into beats from the fucking Sands. I don't know what the fucking plan was there.
Who directed this shit? It's like, how many minutes? We're 3 minutes in. It's not like nothing even. Oh, hell no.
Fucking Christ.
I didn't plan on making a content cop on H3. It sounds very stupid even saying that. H3 content cop, iDubbbz. Ethan Klein's out of control. And then you should do a content cop on Hassan Piker. Content cop on
Why is he British?
Sargon of Akkad. If I would imagine this in 2016, I would have been like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's gotta be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out it's not me losing the plot.
No, you were
It's
right. No. You hit the nail on the head back then. You definitely lost the plot, bro. That's fucking clairvoyance in you.
Can I take a guess what he's doing? Like, are they trying to like make a content cop on him because he's like Israeli or something? Is that what's gonna happen?
I'm doing a little noticing here that they choose the man that's Jewish and then invite on people that have expressed favorable views towards Islamic fundamentalism.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how it's. I feel like it's gonna play out, and that's horrible if that is gonna be the case.
Ethan, he's the one who fucking attacked first.
My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you a story about Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his podcast, with what's been going on over the past couple of years.
These photographs smell,
so Ethan, as you...
What?
He's like, let me tell you my version of the story. He's like pre-poisoning the well, bro. He's like already there.
With his IDF vibe. Oh yeah, our wife was in the IDF, right? Hello, everyone. That's insane lore, by the way, as a fucking YouTuber couple.
Bro,
what were you saying?
Did you accept my invite to the shared chat?
What? I couldn't. It was the I need to log up in fucking Firefox or something.
Oh right.
I'm on Opera right now. I can't be asked with that, bro. I'm checking your chat on the side.
No worries.
Hold up, you thought you wait another 20 minutes? No, we just got right into it.
Is a content creator who has a podcast where he says all sorts of outrageous stuff. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's fucked up. He's had shows with all sorts of different controversial characters. He's had a show with Trisha Paytas. He's had a show with Hassan Piker. In doing so, he's gathered a ton of different audience.
What was Trisha Paytas' drama besides being fat? Does anyone know in the tea industry of the content creators?
I have no fucking idea. Like, an awful lot of these people are like people that are like, they're like controversial, but in the sense that like they're only controversial if you're very sensitive and like terminally online in like the correct ways. You know what I mean?
Okay, so just a disliked online person.
Basically.
She's a bitch, I think, nasty woman, bad person.
I also want to point out, right, that iDubbbz is claiming all of this shit, right? Whilst at the same time, his whole thing was doing content cops on like controversial people, including Sam fucking Hyde.
Oh.
How is he fucking? How is he trying to get up on a soapbox here? You know what I mean?
Okay, I found a fucking Reddit post about Trisha Paytas. This is apparently a list of shit she's done.
Right.
Role-playing the sexual assault and murder of a child. Role-playing the mental illness of a vulnerable celebrity at the verge of her death. Role-playing and mocking the survivor of childhood essay. cosplaying a slave and saying she did it because it was cute. Releasing a song called Jungle Fever that compares black men to monkeys. Identifying as black, identifying as Jewish while also preaching Christ.
Holy based.
I wanted to say it.
Holy based.
That's fucking wild. Vilifying immigrants and communities of color in support of Trump's election in 2016.
Send me her channel. I'm gonna sub to her immediately. Fucking joke.
She's onto something, bro.
Identifying as Jewish, identifying as trans and black. She's bulletproof, bro.
Bro, she got everything.
She ticked every box,
gay is a choice. And comparing gay marriage to animals, saying the N-word, blackfishing and dressing up as different races like the experience of people of color are reducible to costumes on TikTok.
Fucking blackfishing.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Is this a biblical thing? Discrediting and victim blaming Moses' survivors. Is this
victim blaming people in the Bible?
I think that Moses is someone else, right? That's the fucking Bible.
No fucking way, bro. It has to be. It has to be somebody not the Bible. No fucking way you're trying to cancel somebody by claiming that they're victim blaming biblical figures. Bro. Bro. She tried to make light of the suffering of Noah, bro. He lost so many good animals on that ark.
Let my people go. Nah, they deserved it.
Nah, they deserve it.
She's a new game plus. Okay, she was kind of based. I didn't know she was like that. I thought it was like a high slay girls like we're gonna make up today or whatever.
Yeah.
That is fucking wild.
Podcast with Hassan, Leftovers, they would mostly talk about surface level progressive shit and make fun of right wingers.
And you're telling me he didn't flick their dick once at least?
Oh, that's 100 shavers. You trans women. I say, oh no!
And it was mostly that until they actually had to reckon with a very serious topic. I would say that Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Yeah,
Palestinian people living in the West.
Dude, that's probably intentional. I don't even think that's
no fucking way. They get the one screenshot of Hassan holding his finger up. In the episode, they talk about Palestine.
How the fuck does someone go from a communism or socialism to full on, I don't know, Islam?
Bro,
West Bank are.
I can explain that shit. It's standard, like, far left, like, commie shit, in the sense that it's like, how should I put this? Commies believe America bad. Radical Islamists think America bad. Therefore, allies, despite the fact that the second they actually look at each other, they're fucking killing each other.
So is it just the case of like enemy of my enemy is my friend, ally kind of deal?
It's like Spanish revolution shit, where like the liberals and the communists group up to fight the fascists, but the second that the war is done, the commies are killing the liberals.
Okay.
So he's like
fair.
on side with both of them right up until America ceases to exist. Then he's got some difficult decisions to make. You know what I mean?
I see. Same shit the Bolsheviks did, Adam says. True, actually true.
Are subjected.
Multi-million house plus rich parents. Bro, he has connections to Turkish government. Like, you can't get any richer than that.
These horrific conditions, horrific living conditions by the state of Israel, America's greatest ally and the only democracy in the Middle East, if you ask Republicans and even liberals.
Well, the dance he invented was so kick-ass.
Israeli settlers are trying to evict Palestinian families in occupied East Jerusalem. The United Nations says that may be a war crime. It literally is.
It's just eating the toppings. And the pizza looked like a burn victim. It was all disgusting.
I don't know if you can make that joke in 2021.
Why?
It's insensitive to burn victims.
I think it's a good analogy. It's a powerful image.
Ethan was not prepared for this. Ethan, the whole time,
it's not even funny.
It's just the and that's fine. You know, we don't expect Ethan to be an expert on the topic. Ethan was obviously caught in this tricky situation where he he is extremely sympathetic to the Israeli cause and what's happening to them. His wife's Israeli. She served in the IDF. He obviously likes the state of Israel. On the other hand, he's just got done capturing a massive progressive audience who are very politically savvy. They follow Hasan. Hasan is strictly a political streamer. So this is something they're very keyed into. So when they see Ethan say things that are just like not accurate and it's just propaganda, they're going to call it out.
From the river to the sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
So this massive progressive audience that Ethan has, adopted over the years, they're becoming increasingly critical of his position because now he's talking about it not on Leftovers. He's now talking about it on his podcast.
What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel, because you don't see that. When you listen to Hasan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it like it's some super racist, crazy, like Jim Crow style of society. Like, I can't wait to show you guys.
The other day, Bibi fired a really good guy that a lot of people are pissed about.
So Ethan is having this back and forth with his liberal audience, leftist people online, progressive content creators, Hasan, all of these.
TLDR don't pander to any side of the fucking political spectrum. It's never gonna end well.
Different people. He's finding new people every.
The general point that needs to be kind of like made when it comes to regardless of left or right. Like literally on any part of the political spectrum. Like, say for example, right? You ask people on the left their opinion on the situation in Gaza, Israel, right? You'll get one person that says, "Oh, I'm very pro-Gaza because the Israelis are oppressing the Palestinians. They're Islamophobic. They're trying to genocide them," right? And then you ask another person on the left, they'll say, "Oh no, I'm very pro-Israel because people that are like anti-Israel or anti-Semitic and it's against the Jews and it's what the fascists are wanting and blah blah blah." And you do the same thing on the right and you'll get the two sides. It's like very clearly like a situation where there isn't a clear divide for an awful lot of people. And it's something
but
that
people want to play. People want to pick sides on a situation like that. That's the fucked up part.
Everybody wants to fucking pick us. It's the same shit in Ukraine. How like everybody like people that didn't know where Ukraine was on a map, like fucking 6 months ago. It's the second that like the conflict happens in Ukraine, all of a sudden these people are diehard like pro Russia or pro Ukraine. Oh, I've been always on Russia's side, or I've always been on Ukraine's side. Like, mate, you couldn't point to these countries on a map. How did you have an opinion on this now?
Yeah, they don't even know what the fuck happened. Like, why the shit started. It's like, oh, big evil Slavic man is attacking innocent small Slavic man. Like that's how they just view it. I'm not saying it's right or anything. It's just, I don't know, like some shit. Putler bad.
Putler bad.
That's what PB is saying. Putler bad.
Putler bad. Putler bad. He's literally Putler.
They don't have proper knowledge to explain why they like pick a side, and they just pick a side vocally. They don't do anything about. I don't know. They're not donating to people. They are not doing any sort of activism. They're not doing like. They don't even have actual weight behind their beliefs. Too. It's just whatever.
So
Banana is saying Putler bad. Banana is Russian, by the way.
Oh, okay. But like,
I got a fucking USSR in my chat. We got like 5 Russians in the chat.
Kaniko's got some Tovarish in the chat.
Yeah.
but I think for the vast majority of people that aren't like Ukrainian or Russian or like in the area that have like a vested interest, the vast majority of people are like, I have to have an opinion so that I can feel good about it and morally grandstand it. That's all they're in it for.
Yeah. It's a lot more nuanced. It's why I don't pick a side. I don't think that blood should be like any side of war, no matter who is fighting. At first, like you could have said, this is my personal opinion. Like I didn't follow up from start to end myself. Like I'm gonna be open about it. I'm not fully educated about the whole situation. But at the beginning, it was like what's it called? it was like an obvious choice. Like Russia did attack, kind of invade Ukraine, try to invade Ukraine, and obviously they did get help. But afterwards, I did look into like some war footage, some war news, whatever happening over there, and I just see my fair share of like Ukrainian soldiers, or like Ukrainian drones, just like bombing, surrendering soldiers. Because one thing people forget is that soldiers, but either Ukrainian or Russian, are just under orders, and like they don't really want to be in the front lines waiting for their time to die as well. But they are pretty cruel to each other.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Both sides are pretty cruel to each other.
Like,
and I don't think there's anything
up,
to like hold aside onto.
Yeah, like if people like to hold up, oh well, we've got the Geneva Convention and we've got like rules of war and agreements and shit like that. The second the shells start flying, all that goes out the window.
Yeah.
You come back to your
same thing.
You come back to your commanding officer after burning down a village and like fucking killing all the civilians inside. You tell your commanding officer or whatever, oh, why did you kill that village full of civilians? Nah, they weren't civilians. They were combatants. You sure? Yeah. Okay. I'll write that down in the report. Carry on. Nobody's gonna go looking for it. Maybe after the war, but at the time, no. We've got other shit that we need to do.
I've seen Ukes blowing up their own with U drones when they get captured, little crazy stuff. Like shit is fucked up on both sides. That's what I want to say. So there's no clear, like, good side. This isn't some Marvel movie like the good guys beat the bad guys type shit.
Well,
it's war and people die and people are getting really cruel to each other.
I think that the soldiers on both sides, like, they don't want to fucking be there, because I've seen videos, I think it might have been you, Adam, that sent it to me, of like young Russian men breaking their own arms with sledgehammers in order to stop getting into war, because they don't want to go fight. I would have done
the same.
Because they don't want to be fucking put into the meat grinder, or like them like hiring, or let's say hiring, like press ganging like fucking convicts and shit into service and sending them to the front line in Ukraine with like guns with no bullets, or like not even guns at all. And then you've got the same on the other side. It seems like every fucking day I'm seeing like videos of Ukrainians just like out doing their shopping on the street, and then just like guys in army fatigues coming out and lifting them, saying, you're fighting for the Ukrainian army now. Like beating the people into the back of vans to go and fight. Nobody wants to be there.
Basically the same shit with the Israel Palestine stuff too. Yeah. Since I'm closer to it, I got like exposed to the news a bit more too. Like the thing is, sure, like Israeli government, or whatever you call it, military, maybe Islamophobic and might be trying to like steal fucking ground from Palestine and whatnot. Sure, I get that part, but at the same time, the starting point of the war was due to fucking terrorists attacking Israel. Like it wasn't even the like Palestinian fucking army or whatever. It was their own, like, just terrorists. They don't have a country or anything. And they were committing many crimes as well, like killing kids, killing women, whatever, attacking like hospitals and shit.
Oh, like, again, I think that both sides hate each other equally as much, but like
they do, but
for me, maybe this is selfish to say, I kind of don't care. I'm at this point where I'm like, ever since the war in Iraq, and even fucking before then, but it started for me in the war in Iraq, and it seems like every few years we get like, oh, did you hear about bad thing happening in X part of the world that you've never been to and you'll never go to, and it's none of your business? Yeah, we're sending $20 gazillion and like 100,000 soldiers to die over there. It's like, why? Why?
I support the side that the US taxpayer is funding. What do you mean that's both sides?
But it's literally what I'm fucking saying. Like, fucking Al-Qaeda, right? Osama bin Laden, he was trained and funded by the US to fight the Soviets, and now he's fighting them back. And then you saw the same thing happening in fucking like Syria with ISIS. they were funded by the United States to fight against the Assad government, and then the second Assad and like the local government forces were on the back foot and gone, they started hitting NATO targets.
So the real evil here is America.
Well,
not the Middle East.
Well, no, who's funding America? No, we're getting back to Israel.
We're not getting. If we get into that, we can't get out of it.
We'll be here all fucking night, and we'll probably.
I don't think we can be all day. We will just be like obliterated from Twitch.
But for me, I'm just saying, I'm kind of at the point, right, where like shit is fucked enough in my own country. I don't care if another country's kind of getting fucked. You know what I mean? Like I
can say the same. I can say the same with the Palestine-Israel thing because they're neighbors of us. So
it's a little bit different for you.
If shit hits the fan, I'm the one being sent, and I'm somehow fucking still available for like serving in the army for some reason, even though I got brain damage. So there's that. That's just an insane like lore drop there. So yeah, I'm not unintentionally, like unwillingly involved
every day basically to get
right, continue.
Of all people, this guy Matt Lieb.
I agree with him focusing on global politics shit when we got problems in our own place. That's true. Yalla.
Frogan and Denim.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, why are we picking fights in a war that has nothing to do with us? That's just basically my point of view.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And all these dipshits, and everybody thinks this guy's awesome. Apparently, even though he looks like Millhouse, fucking dork. Denims, by the way, was the real villain of the video. Evil, hateful.
You guys look the same, bro. What do you mean,
bro? Slap some fucking glasses on his face. He looks the same,
dude. He looks the same. He's just a great version of him.
Honestly,
Denims, by the way, was the real villain.
Looks better put together. He looks like he's fucking had a shower and a shave once in his life.
Yeah, a good shave would fix
the
him.
Video. Evil, hateful, fucking. And I'll say it, and I'll double down on it. And people, oh no, not go there.
And it's all culminated, at least for my story, in Ethan burning bridges with people until he burned the bridge with me. Since Ethan and Hassan's falling out, I've been keeping to myself.
That's rich coming
mostly.
From iDubbbz.
I don't have many.
That is true.
Nice
things. Burning bridges with everybody he knows. I mean, I would know anything
maybe
about
if he stops harassing other creators. Maybe if he does these things.
Well, because they were edgy and offensive and evil, bro.
The guy's like, stop harassing other creators as he's making Content Cop after not having touched Content Cop. The content, the video series where he harasses other creators for their shit content.
Yeah, it's not even like proper critique to it. It's legit just harassment. With the Tana Mongo thing too, like there's nothing there.
Find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship. So that's been my approach. I've occasionally thrown a joke Ethan's way in the form of Hassan Piker versus Ethan Klein for boxing.
I like iDubbbz. He's a good guy, but I don't like this tweet. It's stupid. It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like this guy is evil and he's doing anti-Semitism, and also he's way out of my weight class.
He didn't like that. But sometimes you gotta just throw something out there.
But yeah, that's a pretty.
I used to work with this video editor named Froggy Tonic. I discovered him because he was in the circle online that I was in. And one of those circles.
No, but if you're trying to rekindle friendship, as he's saying, like that's not the play there. That's what I'm saying. The tweet itself is funny. But you can't really do shit like that if you want to get back with him.
Bro, with these kinds of people, friendship is just a fucking word. It's all about content.
No, I know that.
The guy's
it's
just
more like what's it called? Networking. It's more like network.
You're building like business connections with people, not like relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You saw like fucking iDubbbz burn any bridge he felt he had needed to burn in order to ingratiate himself with this new California commie crowd. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he didn't fucking care. He was just doing whatever he felt.
The funny part is, I want to go on like a very short tangent, but ever since fucking iDubbbz like left his old crowd, old friend group, Max, Chad, Filthy Frank, and whatever, fucking Filthy Frank has been. Not Filthy Frank, but Max and Chad has been doing pretty good. They're making like non-stop videos. being bros. Like I watch them pretty regularly. They made their own alcohol brand, bro, and they're not doing anything political, just drinking and having fun.
And like
they're living the life.
They could put up a fucking video without hitting like 100K plus down votes or the down thumbs or whatever, man. Just
they're both married. They have their own little studio, their own merch brand, whatever. They're making sales, having fun. All these motherfucker went bald trying to chase drama.
Is an H3 fan. He watched Ethan's content, he liked Ethan's content, until he didn't like Ethan's content. There would be an occasional Froggy tweet where I'd be like, I agree with that, you know? Like, I'm not gonna endorse it, I'm not gonna retweet it or like it, but fair enough.
I guess I just missed my old friend.
Friends would lambast me for it. I'm not gonna like other tweet. I'm not gonna be overt. I'm not gonna like put my name behind that, but I agree with it because I might get banned from all my quote-unquote new friends.
My circle might not like it.
the hive mind might not like this.
I might cancel.
Some wings are too bird feathered.
Why are some of these videos very dog shit quality, by the way?
Now that brings us to February 28th of this year. Now, my former editor of a year and a half ago did say some truly mean shit. He called Hila the C word. He said they're trying to kill their dog with cheddar cheese and a bunch of other shit, I'm sure. Ethan, at some point...
Oh, that's his ex-editor, Froggy Tonic?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's read their tweets. I'm skipping these because I'm stupid. It's done 2 years before Ethan's dog death. Some H3 fans voiced concern with chronic vomiting, pointing to kidney failure, got shunned by other fans. Ethan declined the advice, stayed course, cheese as treats. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. Fast forward, dog dies of kidney failure at 6-year-old.
So
to be fair, wait, what dog did he have?
But what was bad about that tweet? The boy's just doing a little noticing.
Ethan's like, you said dog gate? What dog gate, bro?
Would that be
Everything
it? Would the dog gate? Would that be Shredder?
Yorkshire Terrier. These dogs are fucked up anyways. 6 years is kind of miraculous, to be fair. But feeding it fucking American plastic cheese, that's not the play.
Dog with cheddar cheese.
I also just want to once again point out, this is a man morally grandstanding about the use of the word cunt in a tweet when he literally walked up and said, say N-word. Like, fucking live streamed that shit. He has
does he delete that video?
Oh, it doesn't matter, man. I could fucking type that shit in and find 12 billion fucking results of like mirrors of that video. You can't just fucking like go through like your life doing all of this shit. Like, I'm not saying lambast the guy for saying the N-word or for being edgy and shit like that, but you can't turn around and try and take the moral high ground because he said the word cunt after doing all the shit that he's done.
Changed.
It doesn't matter.
Isn't even a fucking that serious of a word, bro. Who the fuck gives a fuck about the word cunt anymore?
But
that's like 45-year-old behavior right there. Like old head behavior.
But I'm not even like saying that, right? Even if we say like, oh right, like for the sake of argument, cunt is the worst word. It's like N-word levels of bad, right? Let's just for the sake of argument, right? How does this guy have the ability to morally grandstand about it? I know that he's like said, oh well, I've changed, I'm not like that anymore. Yes, but you still did it. So you can't take the high horse. You've done it. That's like a murderer pointing out, going and doing his time, coming out, and then saying, "Oh, this guy's bad. He killed somebody." It's like, motherfucker, you've done your time. Why are you morally grandstanding about this?
Yeah, it's kind of hypocritical of them. Americans are obsessed with it for some reason. I've legit had conversations with them, being shocked how it's not seen so bad in Europe. One thing I want to say is like Turkish has a very sexist language, like sexist slurs, sexist curse words and whatnot, and we have the exact like what's it called, equivalent of the word cunt in Turkish, and nobody takes that seriously. Like literally nobody takes that seriously. I've never seen, like, besides internet.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Adam.
Either a person that's
the
like
guy's
American
dropped
or, like,
fucking
English-speaking,
N-bombs and he's trying to like grandstand about the word cunt.
somewhere like anything in real life. It's only online. My mom hates that word. That's interesting. Maybe it's like an old head thing. That's what I said. Like maybe it's like a generation thing. Women hate it. Who the fuck is offended by cunt other than cunts?
Yeah. It's
maybe.
It's gonna sound bad, but it's like only black people getting offended by the N-word, right? So maybe like it's only women.
I would argue against that. A lot more people get offended by the N-word now.
Well, black people and white women, and it's white women again that would get offended by the word cunt. So you know, it's fucking. I'm lining up here. I'm noticing some shit.
That was what was and will always be based for saying the N-word. He will not always will be based, but he was based. Not just because of the N-word though. He kind of had a spine. He just doesn't anymore.
He didn't give a fuck.
And a bunch of other
he did shit if he thought it was funny. And you can respect a comedian for that. Like Sam Hyde, again, whether you like his content or not, if he thinks it's funny, he says it. And that's like what people respect about him. iDubbbz used to be the same, Joji's the same, right? These are comedians where it's like shock value. So if they think it's funny, they say it. But now he's like, oh, well, we have to tiptoe around shit now. So it's not funny anymore. It's sanitized.
Anal.
Shit, I'm sure. Ethan, at some point, discovers that iDubbbz's former editor says this horrendous shit about him and Hila. But no one's asking the question, where does Ethan get this information from? You see, it would be very obviously a problem if Ethan was discovering this content by scrolling through Twitter looking for something to upset himself with. He has maybe set it up.
That's a hilarious video, by the way. Just scrolling through Hitler.
Scrolling through a Jewish man scrolling through Hitler. It's like that fucking meme of like the fucking like stereotypical Jewish guy spray painting like the fucking swastika on the side of the temple. And the guy's saying, like, what was it, Rabbi Goldstein, what are you doing, or some shit like that. It's like you're intentionally going in there and like looking for shit to get pissed about. Like, what are you doing?
I love how he just keeps going to like scratching his face as he's doing.
It's just like he found Hitler, but he's gonna keep scrolling. You gotta find the right Hitler. He's gonna like no. That too fat, too much chin. No, we gotta find the perfect Hitler, the fucking diamond Hitler.
Looking for the meme he lost 3 years ago.
Just give me a minute, chat. I've got a really good one. It's fucking down here somewhere.
My algo isn't even throwing Hitler memes at me constantly. What the fuck is this man doing? He's a Jewish man. You keep forgetting that. You're a famous Jewish person. You're gonna get that shit spammed on you.
Up in such a way where his employees feel the need to send him this information. And that would be horrible. They shouldn't be doing that. They should be sending you things that are entertaining for your show that don't fucking trigger the hell out of you. Why is there so much work being put into discovering this guy on Twitter who's barely getting any interactions?
Pretty Crash 2's editor doubles down on calling Hila a cunt, blames her for radicalizing Ethan. Oh, this is the same tweet. I've watched Ethan and Hila Klein for 10 years. I love that show. No one else but them to blame for the current insanity. What?
But I think...
You don't know Ethan is like... Seen those so many apps? You're in an abusive relationship, bro.
I think basically, I think he's saying that, what's iDubbbz's girlfriend called?
I don't fucking know. White woman number 3.
White woman 426, right? I think he's saying that white woman 426, what white woman 426 did to iDubbbz, Ethan's wife did to him. Where like iDubbbz got radicalized into this fucking soy drinking cuck that's like very safe and sanitized, and fucking Ethan's wife radicalized him into being pro-Israel flag waving, let's bomb Gaza.
Yeah.
And Froggy's kind of pointing that out, being like, you didn't used to be like this, and then you got married, and she started becoming like a bigger fixture in a lot of your content creation, and now all of a sudden you're talking nothing but Israel. So, which again, it's a fair criticism to make considering she's ex-IDF, and she has very strong opinions on it.
Obviously, she's gonna have strong opinions on, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't be surprised when she or her husband mentions Israel, because they're making political content. What's the hottest thing right now? America, Israel, Palestine. Like, of course, they're gonna talk about it.
Political rage bait click content. It's all the fucking rage. Everybody, so all anybody and everybody ever wants to fucking talk about, because they know that they'll get people to click on their video and like interact with it, even if it's negative. It's an interaction, and like I keep saying, attention is the currency of like modern content creation. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. They want eyes on, and that's it.
Flames are for radicalizing Ethan. Ironically, this showing up in an iDubbbz video, iCucks video. That's also ironic. Yeah,
him to me and posting on the Reddit when there's no work being put into. Who the fuck is the person on the Reddit who's posting this in the first place? If you do a little bit of research, it seems like it's an account whose intention is to make Ethan crash out. One of the users on the Snark Reddit points this out. They're like, I've seen this account before. This account has scraped its history, and it's now trying to make Ethan burn bridges. This is within Ethan's own community. Like, this is the thing that he needs to be critical of. It's not me. So yes, I am willing to admit that my former editor was being very nasty.
No matter how big you are, though, if you're going on Reddit, you're brain dead.
Honestly, yeah.
You can have the most loving community. If you're checking your own subreddit, you're fucked.
I don't know, man.
Right, I ain't clicking on r/Kaneko Kurobara personally, like, or whatever, r/Kaneko. I just know it's gonna be a shit pit.
I ain't going on Reddit in general, because it's like actually gotten to the point where like even people that are like far left and like very like pro Reddit, and they're Redditors and they've got Redditor in like their fucking bio and shit like that, even like they're starting to come up and be like, nah, that this shit is fucked, like this is a hellscape now. It's just become like a fucking hug box for horrible people.
It is just miserable. I remember asking for like fucking tech advice, and motherfucker, there was a motherfucker that like commented on my profile picture instead of the thread. It's like, bro, I'm on fucking r/tech support or whatever it was called. Just help me with my fucking graphics card. Why are you talking about
brother?
The anime girl in my profile picture.
I've tried to troubleshoot a driver issue. Can we stay on topic here?
Like, they're doing that shit for me. Like, motherfuckers are out there scrolling Reddit just to say random shit.
Legit.
Charitable and fucked up towards Ethan and Hila on Twitter. But Ethan and Hila are doing the same shit on their podcast. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Terrorist supporter.
The CEO of Twitch.
Pedophile.
Now I'm going to watch and respond to the two podcast streams where Ethan and Hila call us spineless cowards.
Anyway, this guy was saying shit like that Hila's a Nazi, that she kills kids, that she went on like, she's like a IDF baby killer, all this types of shit. And that's showing up right up on us Nisa's and iDubbbz feed. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years.
That's valid.
Can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
You don't know what's on my feed. What the fuck is happening? For all you know, I only use the For You tab. For all you know, I only use lists. For all you know, I'm seeing these things tweeted out by my editor of a year and a half ago and saying, God, that is nasty. I'm just not gonna throw someone away because they're having a parasocial weird moment. Just like I'm not gonna throw Ethan Klein away because he's having a parasocial weird crash out.
How many women I fucked?
That's just a word style. What is he saying? Parasocial weird crash out?
I think basically what he was saying is like Ethan is trying to like basically like tar iDubbbz with guilt by association. So yeah, basically this isn't a content cop. This is iDubbbz defending himself against Ethan Klein, because Ethan is basically said like
trying to cancel Ethan, bro.
Basically, but Ethan came out and started saying like, you're a Nazi, you're evil, look at who you're associating with, and iDubbbz is like, bro, he's just my editor of like a year and a half. Like, he's just my editor. I'm not his dad.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing like to make a video out of. Like what this could have been a fucking DM.
Yeah,
this could have been a tweet.
Can we start talking about his fucking content and not like your like minuscule beef that you have with another content creator? Can we get to the content part of Content Cop?
There's no point of making it. It's just like, yeah, like it's my 1.5-year-old editor that's saying this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not his daddy. Like, he can say anything he wants. It's up to you to not crash out over it. Why make it a video? Why make it into a video?
You have like turned it from like one man's crash out to which you could just go lol and just fucking ignore it. It's like, right, now it's a beef. Now it's drama. Now we gotta make content off of this shit now. Because you don't think fucking H3H3 is gonna make fucking content out of this shit now? You don't think he's gonna fucking bring up on his podcast and his streams?
Bro, I got that ready too. Look at this.
Yeah.
3 hours. Ethan reacts to iDubbbz Content Cup, 3 hours long.
But you think this is gonna be the end of it, or do you think this is gonna be dragged out by the fucking both of them?
Nah,
you know what?
They're gonna drag it out for 2 weeks minimum.
Thinking about it now, it's got me doing a little thinking. It's got me doing a little pondering. You think that this was set up behind the scenes?
Asmongold's already made a video about it.
This is fucking gold dust. You know what I mean? For fucking both of them, they got like beef. They got fucking Hassan involved. They got some of the other big ones involved. HDHD gets to play the victim. He gets to take the moral high ground. Oh well, this came out of nowhere. Asmongold's fucking commenting about it and blah blah. Destiny was fucking commenting about it. Everybody's talking about it. So all of a sudden, iDubbbz goes from fucking irrelevant cuck to like front page news. Asmongold's talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This has been good for fucking everybody
like,
involved.
X and Asmongold. I'm not surprised that they made a video about it, because the thing is, these guys don't even like react to the videos. They just basically re-upload the video on their own accounts. Like they don't do commentary and shit.
Bro, we can't be fucking doing. We're literally doing the same fucking shit.
It's the whole video like non-stop. Like there's no comment. I think he talks in this one.
Yeah.
I think Asmongold talks on this one. Why is he looking at anime girls? Oh no, never mind.
Bro, you need a fucking excuse. You need to have an excuse to look at anime girls, my guy.
Thought he was scrolling like cosplayers. Legit thought he was scrolling cosplayers.
He fucking noting down fucking Twitter ads and shit. Like, that's disgusting. At Big Titty Anime Girl 624.
Hassan, by the way, thousands. Yeah, thousands. Let me ask Galia. These shoes do not go. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Hassan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex.
Watching me on a 30-second delay on your stream.
Wait, how does he know I'm watching already?
Because you've been talking about it for the last 5 minutes.
It's not a fucking petty beef. It's like, this guy is evil and he's doing anti-Semitism. These shoes do not go. I'm sorry.
There are many people.
Yeah, that's like.
I'm sure who
I'm gonna be honest.
The shoes are shit though. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking Ethan Klein saying like Hassan's the kind of guy to look at himself in the mirror while he's having sex. I'm gonna be honest here, Ethan. Hassan's the kind of guy that looks like you look at a picture of while you're having sex. You know what I mean? The fucking guy sitting there looked like a fucking punched lasagna, looking like he's like he's a fucking like. I don't know, like a fucking like POW from World War II that's been fucking interfered with, and he's fucking sitting there talking shit about how Hassan looks, mate. Guy looks like a fucking stick of butter that's been thrown down the stairs.
But he has shit fashion taste. Okay, that's not neither here nor there. Just
not relevant.
We followed you for the things that you've said and done, and I'm sure
I think Imp just wanna follow from me. Let me shout him out too.
Don't fucking do that, bro. How's it going, Peppy? I'm sorry. I normally don't talk very much about politics.
Yeah, he's very passionate about it. I couldn't shout you out, by the way.
People who have stayed following you because they don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They don't want to throw someone away because they've had some hard moments We're all fucking human.
My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up. You know why? Because they'll get murdered.
And what you're saying to me is that I'm a bad friend and I'm a piece of shit. I'm spineless. I'm cowardly because I am following someone on Twitter.
Because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
This guy's gonna die from a heart attack within a few years.
I swear to God, the guy's got something. Like Ethan Klein, there's like if you look at his face, like even when he's not tweaking and like bouncing up and down, his face contorts awkwardly when he speaks. Like it's
that's like a tick.
Yeah.
He has like a tick, but I'm talking about his like blood pressure, some like tension, like some cardiovascular thing. I noticed that like when I was like watching him 10 something years ago, he has something cardiovascular about him.
For sure.
No.
Everyone in my life. It's that people outside of this group, journalists, creators, are actively participating in this gaslighting to make it seem like I'm fucking crazy.
I mean, I don't know what he's getting at here.
Like a cancer patient. I don't know why I laughed at that.
A lot of people gaslit me when I apologized. That was actually like the #1 type of harassment I got was people gaslighting me and taking my newfound woke ideology to its extreme.
I probably done and stood by.
You took your own woke ideology to its extreme. What do you mean?
He's some more than
Bro, like
I've stood by them.
The guy's talking about like how Ethan Klein's burning bridges. Like, bro, you did the exact same fucking thing during your apology. You came in and just fucking discredited and disavowed everything that you had done before that day, like you were being fucking baptized. I'm born again. Like, who I was before no longer exists. All the people that I associated
came back
with.
After 3 days.
But everybody that I fucking associated with back then is dead. Like he was fucking baptized in the waters of like fucking like California wokeism or some shit and was born again. And then he fucking complains that Ethan Klein is doing the same shit. I don't know. It's just a hypocrite again. I also want to point out where's the content cop? He's just fucking bitching about.
There's no content. This is like legit Twitter discourse. These could have been like replies under each other's posts. Also, one thing I'm gonna say though, if like I don't care whose politics are like whatever. Ethan could have said like yeah sure kill all Palestinians, or Hassan could have said kill all Israelis, whatever. I don't care about that. But if someone, no matter who in this whole group, came out and like attacked Ethan's wife, like anyone, if of a married couple, I would have also crashed out. Like if it was my wife, I don't care my politics, whatever. Like I think when you start insulting people's like spouses and shit, that goes beyond like politics and shit.
Yeah, like don't attack people that aren't. I was gonna say don't.
I mean, they are involved. They are involved, but you can attack people's like wives and husbands and shit.
And expect like, not to get insult, something.
Like that shouldn't be the insult you came up with, or that shouldn't be the thing that you would be mad at. Like, but you're married to this like ex-IDF. Like, it's just bizarre.
Yeah, it's
the content cups happens in 45 minutes.
Fucking great.
Are we dead ass?
Fucking joking, mate.
Are we dead ass? I'm gonna skip some like repetitive parts if it comes again.
When all the internet hated them.
I don't like that Ethan brought this up because it makes the relationship feel very transactional. Like, you know, we're just meant to support each other online despite our own personal morals or principles.
But I'll say
that's what friendship is, by the way.
I don't
just
think
adding that to look. You can have different opinions, but and still support each other. Me and him aren't born from the same womb. We still like support each other.
I'm friends with loads of fucking people, like loads of people that I just don't agree with their like ideas and ideology and their principles fundamentally. But if you're fucking nice to me, if you're respectful to me, I'll be happy to like be friends with fucking anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not here to fucking tell you what to believe or how to live your life. I'm not your fucking like priest, you know what I mean?
Like just don't preach it, don't turn it into your like whole thing where you're trying to convert the other people to your shit as well.
Yeah.
Like you can suggest it. You can be like, yeah, bro, actual liberalism is so cool. Like we got pronouns and shit going, like or whatever they say, bro. I don't know. But like you can't
Any
be like,
friends of mine.
if you're not this, you're evil.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Yeah.
And certainly, I don't think there are any fucking
I
friends.
watched almost all of it, and the first 40 minutes is about their drama. Then he finally starts talking about Etel's actual content. Holy shit! I ended
40
up skimming
minutes
the
of
last 30
Ethan
minutes
Klein's been
because of
mean.
how boring the actual meat of the video is. Jesus.
Friends of mine based on the text conversation I had with them too before I even talked about it. So I have nothing. Like, I don't need any fucking halfway friends, man.
I thought the text conversation that I had with him was very empathetic. I basically just said, like, I know you and Hila are experiencing a ton of harassment, and I essentially empathize with that, and I think
Can we see the receipts,
there's something positive to
Just
get
show me
out
the
of the
receipts.
conversation. But he
Can we
refused
see
to
the
talk on the
receipts?
phone unless
see
I
the
was
receipts for
willing
that
to publicly say something about my former editor and Denims. As much as you don't
Who's
want
Denims?
halfway
Largest female
political.
Twitch streamer. Oh,
What?
that was the fucking bitch that he got at the start.
Oh.
The one wearing the fucking like black latex skirt or whatever the fuck she was wearing.
Oh yeah. I guess we'll see them again throughout the video.
I also don't want that kind of halfway friend. I don't want someone who's going to give me like an ultimatum to have a conversation.
Could you not say something when this is like, imagine like one of you guys is like, Hassan actually wants to go to Israel, go to Gaza so he can strangle Israeli babies or some shit like that. I'd be like, imagine me not saying something.
You're trying to make a one-to-one comparison where there isn't one. This guy that I follow on Twitter is not in the same relationship as you and one of your current...
I'm gonna skip this part,
Now,
but he's
Adam-
just repeating himself.
Yeah.
Very dangerous and crooked woman. Such a crazy fucking... Dude, this is just average fucking Twitter, miserable Twitter people comments, bro. Like, you
Terminally
can't take these
online
seriously.
fucking quote-unquote discourse. It's bog standard, bro. You could open up Twitter, scroll to
this
any
is
post, and there's like a
nothing.
50% chance you'll get this.
Like, if it weren't for, like, for a chance of, like, porn coming up on my Twitter, I would have, like, scrolled and just found one of these. Like, completely out of context.
Needs to just like disappear. That guy is
and nasty towards them.
Adam McIntyre needs to just like disappear. That guy is a piece of shit, like of the lowest order. I never even stood by him when he talked bad about Trisha having a kid and called him like the spawn of Satan. He was supposedly on our side. I would never even co-sign that. I was disgusted by that.
Little baby Satan coming?
It's
That's to their kid?
Okay, that's like fucking taking the piss out of like a wife is one thing. You don't touch the kid. Kids are off limits. Calling your fucking child baby Satan.
Whatever, you just be with unborn babies, bro.
I remember when he called her a kid the spawn of Satan.
I never said anything
And
like
I was
that.
supposed to be like cheering on, but I wasn't going to cheer that on. That's
Why
disgusting.
do we forget that he called her children, which is something
someone
we
else's
would never
children.
do, the
That's
son
yours.
of Satan.
It's disgusting. He's
And
a
I
piece of
mean,
shit of a human.
It's just incredible who ends up being the good guys in this story. You know, it's really something.
Dude,
Unfortunately, they never made a statement. They
what's the motherfucker's name with the name Adam? You
never
ask
said
yourself
that
that,
they
bro.
disagree with his statements about Trisha's
That's a
baby
certified
until
Adam
it's
post right
useful.
there.
Like, what is it, 3 years later? Like, I mean, you're talking about it like you were aware of it at the time and that there was some amount of pressure or enthusiasm for you to get down with that. And what it sounds like to me is that you did see it at the time and you were like, ooh, I don't like that. And you didn't endorse it and you didn't fuck with it. Huh. It's almost like that is a fucking identical situation to me.
It's just incredible who ends up being the good guys in this story. You know, it's really something.
So yeah, the reason I'm bringing this up is because they're trying to like paint themselves as the good guys, and they're saying like, yeah, we strongly disavow things that are said, even about our enemies. We are the most immoral people on the internet. Unlike Ian and Anissa, who are fucking keeping to themselves. Also, why the fuck does Olivia get the pass?
What a fucking asshole for putting you in that position, Olivia. You're friends with him. And you don't have to say anything, but like, what a fucking piece of shit. What a bad friend to put you in that position just for some fucking clout. It gets people angry at you, like, oh, how can she be friends with him? Which is total bullshit, okay? Olivia did not do anything. And
I want the pass.
What the fuck is that guy doing with
Do I
his
have to
hand?
No, I think I was gonna say the same thing. I think his ticks have increased. Normally, he had like the fucking eyebrow thing going.
Yeah.
Motherfucker started like full on ticking, full body ticking. That might is there like a neurodegenerative thing about that? I'm like more invested in eating clients' fucking health right now than the content.
I don't know, bro. Maybe he was looking at the bugs under his skin. He was just trying not to scratch on stream. I don't know, man.
The DMT started coming to his finally.
It's like I will not acknowledge the bugs. I will not acknowledge the bugs. And he's just fucking staring at the back of his forearm. Oh my god.
Be an employee to get that treatment.
I will spit out the fucking monster.
Because then you'll just see me as an ally. Or is it because Ethan is afraid of wrongful termination accusations and lawsuits?
And also, I don't mind putting my friend Olivia, who's apparently my real friend, in a terribly weird, fucking uncomfortable situation where you end up getting hate for no reason.
Also, don't frame it as like other people making it hard on Olivia. You're making it hard on all of these people. Please acknowledge your role in this whole fucking thing. Like, it's crazy how warm Ethan is to Olivia and saying how Olivia is essentially just a victim in this whole thing.
It gets people angry at you, like, oh, how...
Is that Tourette's? But wouldn't they stutter their words and stuff?
I don't think it's necessarily, like vocal. I think you get different types. We're kind of like, we're fucking looking through. Bring up Ethan Klein's medical records.
Nah, that's what I was gonna... I Google shit like that quite often. That's what...
How can she be friends with him? Which is total bullshit.
But me and Anissa are spineless.
How can she be friends with him? Which is total bullshit.
But me...
If he got rid of this fucking...
He's fucking...
high school kid pube mustache, they will be a nice couple.
I'm just gonna say, right, in that picture, she's 100% got a filter on her. She got like that fuzziness
how can
about
she be
her
friends
fucking
with him,
face.
which is total bullshit.
But me and...
This one?
Yeah. The fucking cheeks. Like how, like, if you look at his face, there's like a couple of moles and a couple of like dimples and stuff, and you look at her face and it's like porcelain doll.
Moles.
Like, just like little like imperfections in his face. I also want to point out that they very clearly went through fucking iDubbbz' phone and was like, right, we gotta find a picture that makes me look least like a pedophile or a meth head. And that was the best they could do.
They look nice though in this one. Ethan Klein has been experiencing ongoing undiagnosed medical issues since June 2023. 2023? Oh, it's a new thing. He has visited numerous doctors and undergone tests to determine the cause of his autoimmune. Hey, I was on spot on. Hell yeah. Ethan hypothesized that it might even be lupus. True.
Canical comes in. Nah. It's never lupus, bro. Trust me. It's never lupus. It's something else.
I in Dr. House, bro. It could be lupus. It's pretty high recently.
Bro, we know that it's never lupus. It's never lupus. Oh, for sake.
And Anissa are spineless. Ethan, your whole system is scrambled. My intention isn't to throw the employees under the bus. Like, you guys serve as the fucking foundation for calling out Ethan's hypocrisy.
Lyme disease? Wasn't that a deficiency? Am I retarded? No.
It's all the bed. It's all the ticks he's got in his bed. It's the fucking bed bugs. He just gets reinfected with Lyme disease every night.
Yeah, it's the bed bug. I mistaken with fucking scurvy. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Bro, he ain't been eating his limes when he's been out pirating in the Mediterranean, bro.
And I know that you guys have probably pushed back against Ethan over the years. How often are you supposed to do that? Do you have to do that every fucking week? It kind of seems like it. And that's exhausting. I don't want to confront my boss. It's not my fucking job to confront my boss and say, today's segment on rapists and pedophiles on Twitch was not my favorite segment to be a part of.
Yeah, friends like these.
Oh yeah, and our other good friends.
Yeah.
Anissa and Ian. Thanks, Anissa, for standing up for your girl. I actually stood up for you so many times, because like, why would I not? It was crazy.
Yeah, why would you not? I mean, if that's truly what you believed and you weren't just...
Don't these have a managers or something? I'm talking about Ethan and shit. Sure, they got like editors and whatever, but don't they have managers? Because some of their shit comes across like very unprofessional. Maybe they're trying to like intentionally do it inflammatory, but I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. If they have managers, they need to be fucking like shot.
Yeah, like
I don't know, like how you can have people like Ian. Well, maybe Ian, because he's like his content's just shit. It's not terribly inflammatory until like today, but like H3, it's just like fucking constant. So
but like rage baiting is fine. Like
yeah,
I'm like thinking in the fine as in like it's okay to do it. It doesn't really put you in any real risk.
No.
Like what was that guy? Fucking Keemstar, the bald retard. Like he does rage bait very good. And since it doesn't involve his actual himself, he managed to get money from it. But these people come across like H3 comes across very like emotional. Like throughout these all the videos, I guess they like picked out clips as well, but I don't know. Like they feel
like Keemstar shit is like very like corpo and controlled, whereas like H3 shit is like unhinged.
H3 is like more vulnerable looking. If that's what I'm talking about. Like Keemstar is more professional at rage baiting. Like that's not a compliment, but yeah. But it's a professional asshole. Chronic granulomatous disease. What the fuck is that, bro?
Granulomatous disease, yeah. I'm assuming it's got to be
lung
something to do disorder that causes immune system
malfunction.
Immunodeficiency, but immunodeficiency of what?
It's probably like granulomas in his lungs or something. Or like it affects his whole immune system and he just constantly gets sick. Due to black mold exposure for years. Oh shit, I had that in high school. Yeah, that might be true because I also used to cough like that.
Later.
Of course I was going to stand by you. That's insane. It's absolutely insane and disgusting. But now you choose to hang out with people that would have a problem with you if you defended me.
I'm not going to assume that Hila knows, but I'll say it for anyone who doesn't know. Anissa is half Lebanese and half Irish. For anyone unfamiliar, the Irish have been on the receiving end of a lot of oppression and genocide. On the part of the Lebanese, they've received a lot of oppression and attacks from the IDF. So Anissa is very well familiar with the propaganda and the shit coming out of Israel. Choosing now, out of all the times, to be like, please defend me. No, we're not gonna fucking defend you.
Rudy was saying that Palestinians are taught at 2 years old to kill Americans.
Do we have that one?
I mean, like just the other day, Bibi fired a really good guy that a lot of people are pissed about.
He looked mean. I thought he was mean just because he looked mean.
No.
Lebanon back to the
So
Stone
yes,
Age.
you caught us. We're not gonna run to your defense when, I don't know, we follow people. We be following. That's one fucked up thing that you can say about Anissa and I is when we're on Twitter, we do be following.
So,
the problem.
Okay, if you want to hang out with those people and have no spine and not stand up for another girl that stood up for you, enjoy your new friends.
She's friends with people like Denim.
I know.
In her chat,
yeah.
Which
okay, but he's saying like they're following. Sure, like following by itself isn't an issue.
Yeah.
But as they are complaining right now, why didn't they like defend them if they're like friends and whatnot? And following someone who says something against them isn't really that serious of an issue.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just like
I just want to say, right? You're a fucking grown man and woman. You have white hair. Somebody says something mean about you on the internet. Fucking deal with it. You know, like what you just want to like fucking clap your hand. Peons assembled, defend me, and you just get like fucking 20 people turn up and just start fucking shitting on the guy. Like, what are you, 12?
Bro, Christian came to your chat, by the way. Hello.
Wait.
CVC Gaming.
No way.
Christine Weston Chandler Gaming YouTube 1. Hello,
Can
bro.
you
show us with Dennis?
No, we're in the middle of something.
What do you want? What do you want played, CVC? Tell me a song, bro.
Tell me that. We'll fucking play.
I'll hook him up with something.
We'll play a CWC original.
Richest Killers. Okay, that's mid. Ban him. That's
ban him. Mid choice. Ban
that's
that man.
Mid choice.
Actually participating in this whole child protective service.
That's an actual like 15-year-old in the chat right now. That's why I said that.
Yeah, and if you're friends with them,
that's
then
like 2018 TikTok humor right now.
You're seeing what they're saying.
You'll notice that Ethan and Hila start talking about this Denims character. Originally, the complaint was about my former editor.
He got called out. He knows he got called out.
Hila for the past year at least. They only care about it now because I guess it was spoon-fed to them via their Reddit that's clearly looking out for them. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, where we are friends with Denims, but I would say it's the same level of friendship that we had with Ethan and Hila. It's like kind of an internet friendship. We think that she's a good person like we think Ethan and Hila are good people. Kind of a tricky situation. How can you possibly think that they're both good people at their core?
Left or right?
Right, she got the fucking crazy like she's got the eyes of somebody that could kill a baby if she had to.
It's not really the eyes, really, but the gums.
The gums.
It's the gums that destroy it, unfortunately. And I don't want to sound mean saying it. It's just
she got like the big crazy eyes and like the fucking horse teeth. The whole package.
It's like the fucking berserk horse.
People can have crash out moments. People can say things that they don't mean. People can say things because they want internet clout and attention. I don't know. I think they're both probably guilty of saying things that they don't mean for internet clout and attention. Right now, one's a little bit more fucking nasty to me than the other.
I just don't see how you can be my friend and also be friends with someone like that.
Well, did they ever talk to like Idub said that he did reach out to him and whatnot, and he did respond saying like, if you defend us, whatever, we will like talk in voice or whatever, right? Besides that, have they ever tried to communicate besides this with the other girl as well?
You can't.
Am I correct in saying that everybody so far in this video, right, that has been like referenced as part of this beef lives in California?
Yep.
Well, I would very much assume that this probably isn't just like an internet only thing, that they probably move in the same circles. Because if you're a content creator, it's like being a celebrity. You can't go out and just hang out with like your normal friends because you'll be fucking swamped. So I'm assuming that there's going to be like little circles and areas that the big content creators hang out in. I mean, everybody was at fucking Hassan Piker's house right at the start of the video, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that they all know each other, they all move in the same circles. You know what I mean? But again, this is just my like assumption.
Yeah, that's what I assume too. But they're acting, they're talking like they never communicated, like as if like communication was impossible or something.
Already forgot about you.
I fucking guarantee you, like, live just down like a fucking 10-minute drive from fucking iDubbbz's house. I guarantee it. Well, maybe like an hour drive, given that it's California, the traffic there.
Hello, they stuck up on the California.
A lot of friendships that are kind of that way, where it's like, you know, one of the friends doesn't fuck with the other friend, but there is someone in the middle who kind of fucks with both of them, but separately. Yeah, there's a lot of friendships that are like that. I'm not gonna make you guys like meet up and kiss or anything. I get it. You guys are in fucking, you're either my best friend who's deep-throating me to the base of my cock, or you are Satan. You're the Davil.
The last thing I said to Anissa, we were texting before I ever talked about it. She's like, I don't care about this guy. He's a nobody, and you know, blah blah blah. And I said, well, then you'll have no problem publicly denouncing it, right? And then from there, the conversation ended.
She never replied.
Ethan, you can't even phrase it in a way that doesn't.
I gotta say, that's like a little bit like fucking scummy from Ethan. Like, if you're my friend, you will denounce this person. You will put their name on a deposition and have them moved to the gulags if they're not your friend. You will shoot them. He just fucking hands him a loaded fucking revolver. Like, if he means nothing to you, then you will shoot this man, won't you? It's just a little bit too much.
It's so juvenile. It's like it's something a kid would make. It's like, if you love me, you would stop talking to this kid.
It's legitimately. If you were really my friend, you would go and kick this kid in the balls.
Our old Content Cop was like this. He was making Content Cop years ago, and they were kind of good and entertaining. Like it was funny, at least.
It was funny. He would like go through the people's content and like point out like actually good points where their content was shit.
This is just nothing.
Yeah.
You think Idubbbz's girlfriend is in the room over recording for OnlyFans? Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean that this video isn't fucking making any money for.
Make you sound like you're being.
How much views did it get? 3 million. That's actually very little for.
Considering he's got like 7 million subscribers.
He has 7 million subscribers, but I'm not trying to make it with the comparing it the subscriber numbers because it's like H3. Like H3 Content Cop, so it's supposed to be huge, super huge, like 5 million overnight, maybe at least.
Yeah.
But a lot of people fucking siphon it out from him.
Coercive and shitty. Well, then you should have no problem publicly denouncing it, right? Does that sound like a friend? It kind of sounds like something a powerful.
I'm tweaking out a little bit.
But it was so funny how she immediately went to comment everywhere, like on our subreddit. She immediately had to comment like, "Oh, he doesn't work with us anymore."
Then
but that was it. That's all she said.
But then say that you don't.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say for your friends, though?
One of the reasons Anissa was so quick to clarify things in your Reddit is because your Reddit was already talking about who this editor is, and they were spreading misinformation that it was our co-host on our podcast, Uncle Dane. So yeah, the last thing we wanted is this guy getting pulled into this mess.
Uncle Dane? The TF2 guy?
And you guys don't give a fuck. Would it have been nicer and more supportive to say, we don't agree with the things he's saying and we support Ethan and...
Also, is it just me or does Idubb sound like Patrick Bateman? If Patrick Bateman was a crack whore, maybe.
Hila? Sure. Like, yeah, that would have been a nicer thing to say.
Patrick Bateman drank like
our silence
10
means
liters
something.
of soy every fucking day. And
it
I
means
don't know,
that we would
got fucking pegged instead of fucking that prostitute.
HRT Bateman.
HRT yeah, it's just Bateman. There's just a fucking scene in American Psycho where he fucking hands his bottle of Soylent off to the soy bot to open for him. Soy bot, please help me.
And liters of soy Kool-Aid a day.
To pause this relationship until you figure your shit out. And then maybe we can find a moment in time, I don't know how long it'll be, but a moment in time in the future where things are a little bit easier to broach. I don't think we need to do it right now, but you've insisted that this is an important thing to address. I would have been perfectly fine with you not blasting me on your Instagram.
Fuck my friends, so who I have stood by all these years, who now I can't find their spine. I don't need any fair. Why is he posting like a 13-year-old? What is Ethan, bro? I think that guy's like severely ill.
I just want to point out, right? Fucking Ethan is a fucking retard for vague posting like a 13-year-old, as you say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have a kid, you got gray in your hair, you're a grown ass man. Why are vague posting?
And then Idubbbbz is a fucking retard for like at no point in this post did he fucking mention Idubbbbz's name, but Idubbbbz going, he's saying mean things about me. Like, no, he's fucking not. You could have ignored that shit and carried on with your day, but you took that a vague post by like a fucking 60-year-old man-child personally. You could have fucking ignored that and carried on with your day.
I think they were just bored, man. I think past a certain age, you just get bored, start doing shit.
Bro, they're both like fucking, they have to be multimillionaires by this point, right?
Yeah. I mean, not Ian. Idubbbbz probably didn't make that much money.
But that's what I'm saying. Go fucking, for fuck's sake. Go fucking into your bank account, peel off like a crisp $1,000 bill and have a fucking day out for yourself. You know what I mean? Go fucking burn it.
Treat yourself, bro.
Yeah, you can literally just go and do it. He's the kind of guy where he's got to this like point in his life where he's not like fabulous, but he's wealthy enough where he doesn't have to give a fuck. So why does he give a fuck?
Yeah, he's in a good spot economically, I would assume too.
And like H3, he's fucking ludicrously wealthy. So why does he give a fuck? Just fucking keep doing what you're doing. Idubbbbz is washed. He's nothing. Why are you fucking starting shit with him?
Washed.
Like, he's done.
Yeah, after a certain point, I guess, like, unless you... Which is my headcanon right now. Like, this is my game theory. I think Ethan Klein is, like, very ill, which is affecting the way his head works. But I think past like certain amount of fame or like money in general, you can just like say, yeah, fuck it, and just move on, like ignore as if nothing happened.
Kind of like
he's not doing
did.
that. Yeah, exactly. Fucking PewDiePie did.
Or Joji.
I'm assuming he's like ill somehow. That's why I can just ignore it. That was net worth as of 2025 is just over 9 million. His monthly earning is between 50 and 70K. That's plenty, bro. That shit would like change my life forever. And my family's.
That's fucking what I'm saying. Why are you here making a Ethan is so mean to me video, calling it content cop, and then trying to fucking rake in clout off of it? Take your 50 grand and fuck off. Just why? You could have let the fucking Ethan Klein have his little crash out on H3H3, just sat in the chat and lurked and laughed at him. Like, that's all you had to do, man. Why you need to create a fucking content?
I would have been perfectly fine with you not blasting me and my wife on your podcast twice. I would be fine with you not brigading my comment section on my podcast that gets 3,000 views a week because I prefer to not to do harassment campaigns and instead talk about Vampire's Kiss.
Like they say something like he doesn't work for me, and I strongly disagree, and I support Ethan and Hila. The problem is
that she doesn't.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
She actually
thinks that.
Are we replaying the same bits over and over?
Aggression that you're putting out.
Do they have dementia too? Early onset dementia? What's happening?
To the world. What the fuck do you think we're gonna do? You think I'm gonna fucking sit on my hands when you do this shit? Like, this is nasty. We had such a fair response to what you guys were going through. We don't support harassment. It's a bad thing.
Wow.
I just want to say this just looks like two retarded Auschwitz survivors complain over who had it worse. They both look so fucking like physically and mentally ill, and they're just having like a slap fight over the internet whilst being millionaires. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid.
I've been thinking the same shit, keeping like holding myself from like cackling about it because I couldn't.
I'll fucking say it, bro. I don't fucking care. I'll take the ban. Oh my god.
Like the dress, the shirt is just spot on too. Like,
for fuck's
cosplaying.
Oh, Ethan Klein has most of his money in real estate. That'll be his wife giving him tips.
All 7 mansions in California. Yeah, that's probably his wife. His wife is managing that.
It's fucking rubbing her hands together in the background to buy another mansion, Ethan. It'll appreciate price.
I'm gonna choke. This stream.
You should have invited me, bro. I'm about to fucking
It happens, and you're perpetual.
Oh my god. Fucking
he has Wehrmacht uniform for his wife. Hell yeah.
You fucking propagandist, lying scumbag, terrorist supporter. He probably sets up a mirror and jerks off watching himself. Dan KKK Clancy has a similar view of Hitler. Because Dan Clancy, the Nazi, fucking anti-Semite.
You can't expect other people to stop harassing you if you continue to harass people. Let's think about it on a micro level. Have you ever been in a comment section and found someone to argue with? It doesn't stop.
I don't do that.
It can literally go on forever if you don't want to touch grass.
I mean, yeah, this was kind of like a
Yeah, why is he giving that as an example as if everyone does it?
Bro, when I first got my Twitter account, right, I've been like a massive lurker on the internet for the majority of my life, right? When I first got my Twitter account like 2 years ago or something like that, after being online for like a while, I got into this shit where I started to like enter into like discussions and discourse with people over certain bits and pieces, right? I learned within like the first couple of weeks, yeah, this is fucking stupid. I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah,
so if somebody posts something that's like very clear, like, yeah, they're coming with like an opinion, you know what I mean? Like an opinion. Don't fucking interact with them because it's not going to go anywhere. Let them crash out, laugh at them, and then just fucking move on. It's the internet, bro. It's not real.
I normally like when I see like a very stupid take. It's not that I'm angry or anything, but it's like so easy to dunk on. I just dunk on it and mute the post. I don't even care if I get likes or like ratio or whatever. It's just like, yeah, you're stupid, bro. Moving on with my thing.
Kaneko on Twitter, you're gay and retarded. Just fucking mute the post.
Basically that. Like, I don't even have any point to like prove. I just want to like speak out.
And what happened today?
There's no end goal.
Okay? That should never be crossed, even by like the most cynical.
Hold on, I'll run the video, but I'll mute myself for a second because I have to get naked. I'm so sweaty right now.
Just
in fact, I'll let this run for a bit, okay?
Go for it.
Actually, you can take the control. I'm really sweaty. Like I have to change myself.
Just you go fucking do what you need to do, bro.
Yeah. Open up your own screen if you can.
Right.
Video, let me send you the timestamp.
Right, hold on.
I'll be listening.
No worries, man. Right. Sure. I'll fucking swap sources. I'll open up Discord.
To have ramifications in terms of how
just open it up.
I conduct myself in terms of these fair weather friends who are, so happy to be friends as long as they're getting something out of it.
Ethan, that is a rich thing to say. Like you're the H3 podcast, okay? There's a lot of friends of the show. There's even more fair weather friends of the show. Let's not get into this shit, okay? That is so bizarre and insulting to suggest that I was only ever being friends with you to get something out of it. No, I'm friendly with you, and I'd say I'm a light friend because it's been...
Did he snort coke or something? Well, he's never... Again, like, very, very... Right. I think if he does have Tourette's, it's very, very common for people with Tourette's, when they get heated and when they get stressed, the tics increase. I'm being charitable. I think that's why he was doing it. He was talking about something that was getting him heated. I also want to fucking point out that both of them are talking like Ethan's talking like oh, he's a fair weather friend, and iDubbbz is thinking like, oh no, I'm not a fair weather. It's fucking content creation. Everybody is a fair weather friend. Kaneko and I were talking about this earlier. You don't build friendships, you build like business connections with people in content creation.
Pleasant hanging out with you. I've enjoyed your content over the years. And as of late, it's gotten really fucking shitty.
Yeah, so go fuck yourself.
I agree.
Who else? Who else do we want to burn today?
Who else do we want to burn today? You're making it so fucking obvious that this is your emotional dumping ground. It's horrible. This is not what podcasts are. There was a way to approach this to say like, yeah, we feel hurt by you guys not saying something.
Like
you
just
decided
send them a fucking
to do
DM.
The extra thing and attack. Now, in fairness, I am attacking back, but I feel very insulted, and I feel defensive, and I feel like I am speaking up for a lot of people who have problems with you, and a lot of people...
Right, so like he's basically fucking like he said there like it's based when I do it but cringe when you do it, because like he's saying like I feel hurt and attacked and I'm very offended and I'm speaking up for all of the people that you've been nasty to over the years, which is exactly what fucking H3 was doing. If you asked H3 why he was doing that, he would say the exact same shit. So it's like not even like a question of like, oh well, I'm doing it but it's different. Like no, it's exactly the same. You're giving exactly the same. It's all right for me. Literally, John. Literally. They're both fucking hypocrites. Like again, Ian has some points here to make that are like decent points, but again, like Every time he makes a good point, he fucking puts his foot in his mouth immediately afterwards. This shouldn't have been a video. He shouldn't have bothered.
Who have been on the receiving end of your harassment.
It's so easy to be anti-racist. Everybody's anti-racist. Racism is the worst thing in the world, right? We fucking hate racists. Fuck racists.
Microaggressions.
The minute that they actually have to stick their neck out for somebody, the minute they have to actually risk something to put themselves in under scrutiny, to sacrifice something personally to stand up for racism, then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I don't want to get involved.
And that's
right. So now all of a sudden he's pivoted. It's like, oh no, you're not standing up for your friend. Now it's like you're anti-racism. He's just fucking changed it. The audio is echoing, by the way. My audio? Hold on. Where's it coming from then? Hold on. Could be that?
Drama.
How much do you care?
I don't do drama.
How much do you actually care? Isn't that the whole point? Like,
I realize that Ethan and Hila are more scared now than they've probably ever been. I feel like anti-Semitism is a thought in their heads now more than ever. And it's not completely unjustified to be thinking about that sometimes. You guys are just hurt, and you're kind of like dancing around and making very like loose, poorly thought out analogies for something that doesn't even apply to us. It's like me making this video is the standing up for something, and it's saying, fuck you, you guys are being bad. You know, I don't think you're bad people, but you're being bad. You're behaving poorly. You're hurting people.
I mean, go back to the civil rights. You think that the people who are like the white kids who are protesting with the black students, you think that they were just like not risking anything?
I just want to point out once again, Ethan has pivoted to you're a bad friend for not standing up for me to you're evil for not standing up for me, because like standing up to me is like civil rights. Standing up for me is like civil rights. Standing up for me is like anti-racism. Standing up for me is just the objectively fucking like morally good thing to be doing. So therefore, if you're not defending me and specifically me, then you're evil. And again, I feel like that iDubbbz is making a good point here, but we'll keep watching and watch him put his foot in his mouth.
Those kids who are marching with the black students and...
So in Ethan's analogy, he's the black student and I'm the white student, but I'm the white student that's not, you know, marching by his side. I'm not doing the difficult thing. You're going to have to march on your own, black student.
Marching with the black students and...
I mean, why is it inspiring? Why is it inspiring?
Well, and it's the same thing, to bring it back to Hassan just because, but it's kind of the same thing. Like I was thinking...
That's why we're watching it. It's because it's fake and it's gay and it's retarded and we need to take the absolute piss out of it. This has been fucking hilarious fun, Uni.
About going to Gaza.
Yeah.
Until I found out it's dangerous. He's a total performative activist that doesn't give a single fuck about the cause.
It's been performed exquisitely, harassing one person and seamlessly transitioning into harassing another one. If anyone's been watching for the past fucking year, I'm pretty sure they have a good idea of your feelings about Hassan.
Like people like Anissa are the perfect example because she's friends with these people. She's friends with Denims. Denims is streaming this story about our kid.
I'll show that, yeah.
Getting Giarda from the dog, whatever.
You good? Are you back with us?
I'm in a wife meter now. I'm in the proper political VTuber setup now.
Amazing. Right. Hold on.
Can you timestamp the video?
Sure,
also, sorry for the interruption.
No. It's part of your video. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just looked at this like 200,000, 230,000. Like the fucking gap is.
Oh, you have the add-on for the dislikes?
Of course I do.
Hell yeah.
Right, hold on.
Hold on, where's the...
There we go. I think that should be
There we go. Yeah. Hold on.
Is it? I think that was the one with... Oh, no. It's not. Hold on.
It's not. It's just a regular link.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're forgiven.
I'm crying and I'm shitting and I'm pissing. I'm sorry.
Happens to the best of us.
I'm a bad friend. You have to cancel me. You're a bad person. You're a bad person now.
Dog, whatever.
You got it right.
Hold on. I gotta switch over the source.
There needs to be a better setup for this bullshit.
If only there was a website. I'm sorry.
There's a website, but that's a rabbit hole that I'll mention to you later on. It's some wacky story about that.
Is gonna go naked now? Oiled up cockroach. For fuck's sake, Adam.
This is the third time I've heard the word cockroach uttered towards me, by the way. Oh. This is the oppression the average Turkish person deals with. As. Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
Turk roach oppression. This is the real racism.
My friend called me that exact thing today.
Oh.
This time I am echoing.
You should cancel them on Twitter. You should do a
I will cancel. I will do that.
No fucking ways.
I think. Yeah. You probably have like experimental separate audio slider thing open on your OBS.
Yeah. I think that's fixed it. Maybe. There we go.
Okay, it's fixed. There we go.
I'm sorry. I'll accept this position from anyone except you guys. You have laid the groundwork for this type of streaming, which is watching people shit and giving your unfiltered reaction to it. Why would you expect Anissa, of all people, to say something to Denims? Okay, so by that logic, we should be saying shit to you guys all the time. But I have a feeling you guys wouldn't like if we said shit like that to you all the time. Yeah, we've been respecting you as independent content creators. You can do what you want. We'll treat you as adults. Maybe we shouldn't have been treating you as adults.
She could say so much, and it would make her a little bit uncomfortable, right? It's not comfortable. She'll get a little bit of shit.
Yeah, just for
but
saying
that would be commendable.
And by the way, it kind of speaks for itself that saying, hey, their house is clean, they're actually good people, like that's going to get you shit. That kind of says it all, doesn't it?
There isn't a single person that I respect who would give a fuck if I publicly said that Ethan and Hila are great with their kids, Ethan and Hila didn't kill their dog, and Ethan and Hila wipe their asses or don't have giardia or whatever the prompt is.
What?
No one would care. The only person who would care is me, because I'm like, why did I tweet this out? I'm not tweeting out because I'm not your fucking lapdog. That's why I'm not tweeting it out. I'm not saying it to my audience because I don't give a fuck.
I'm just gonna say it, right? I think the issue here is that iDubbbz is still relatively fucking new to like this whole like woke sphere of California. Yeah. So like he doesn't know that you need to like virtue signal constantly, otherwise they will eat you alive. So like the fact, so I think that just seems to be like the issue between the two, because iDubbbz was part
otherwise
of like,
you're just gonna get called evil on all sides, like no matter what your political stance is.
So like I think that because iDubbbz was part of like the more based internet for the majority of his career, and now he's kind of just moving into this more like woke political side of the internet, he doesn't know that there's like what the culture is. Like you need to virtue signal yourself, but not only yourself, because he's got that down. He virtue signals himself.
Yeah.
But you need to virtue signal your friends to say that they're good people.
It can appear like, yeah, guys, all of these creators are actually good people. There are evil people, invisible evil people that they're talking about.
Yeah, the alt-right, the fucking eternal boogeyman. Shaitan, the alt-right,
Antifa,
the fucking
or
eternal
whatever, like
evil.
whatever goes.
The boogeyman that lurks under your bed when you're trying to sleep and whispers slurs to you while you're asleep. Just a fat guy with a fucking anonymous mask under your bed.
That's, in my opinion, doing something that's difficult and standing by your principles. That's the whole point. That's what makes standing by your principles admirable, is that it's not always easy.
Why are you saying that I'm not standing up for my principles when you don't even know what they are? I get, like, we're a little bit past directly naming me, so we might have gone off on a tangent.
We don't know what
if you maybe accepted the phone call and we talked about it, you could have asked me, hey, what are your principles? And I can tell you the way I've been behaving is
opens
exactly
a phone call with like, this is my principles.
Now we're going to talk about the BDS list. We're going to start off with Frogan because obviously this is
like you fucking treating a phone call with your friend like a fucking interview. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you hope to get from this position?
Those calls.
You fucking sit down with Ethan Klein at his headquarters, you fucking hand him your friend's resume. Here's my curriculum vitae of friendship. You'll notice some big names there. There's Joji right at the top. He's pretty big in the music scene. Sam Hyde, oh yeah, you don't need to worry about that. He's not one of my references.
We don't talk anymore.
We don't talk about that one.
Befriend, discuss social media. But what is this? I'm curious about this.
We're going to talk about the BDS list. We're going to start off with Frogan because obviously this is like as bad as it gets. If you're following Frogan, that can only mean that you're anti-Ethan. Oh, this is not a good start.
I mean, kind of, yeah, but yeah, okay,
Love
sure.
of the H3 podcast. You are following Frogan, so that means that you are anti-Ethan. Sam, Morg Pie, friend of the show. Olivia, Ian, Dave.
How the fuck did Morg Pie get into drama besides oiling herself up on Twitch? What?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe she like voiced concerns about dead Palestinian children or something.
Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe
what is this? I see you have a gap in your friendships here.
Care to explain that? Ah, yes, that was the crash out of O2. Sorry. I went into my schizo arc during that period, and I cut all ties with everybody.
I locked my Twitter account during that period.
I deleted my Facebook. It was a dark time. Okay, understandable. Oh, he just writes down in his notes, off meds. For fuck's sake, man. Oh.
Dose of internet is anti-Ethan? Jesus, this is fucked up. Pokimane, comment etiquette. Oh shit, Asmongold's in here? Asmongold follows Frogan? No, Asmon!
Asmongold follows everyone, bro.
That means you're anti-Ethan. Yeah. That's fucked up. We're gonna want to avoid these creators at the top of the list, but one tier below them are the creators who associate with them. They're essentially endorsing all of their statements. You got me, you got Anissa, I think Hassan's in there. You'd think.
Wait, you're kind of silent. Let me increase your audio.
I was just saying I couldn't get over that guy's mustache and right. I have no fucking idea who he is.
Statement up. Frogan?
Next to Frogan.
No, Asmon. That means you're. But
look at
what the fuck is that? I didn't even notice it.
I'm just gonna
that
say,
shit looks like a prop.
That with a mustache like that, he molests kids by looking at them. He can molest a child from across the room.
It's illegal to walk out with that mustache.
One tier.
I don't even care what his backstory is. He's untrustworthy.
He needs to get rid of that, man.
Below them are the creators who associate with them. They're essentially endorsing all of their statements. You got me, you got Anissa, I think Hassan's in there. You'd think that Hassan...
Dude, this is like kind of out of topic, but the picture he put of himself looks like it's almost could be like a full-on fucking Nazi symbol. It's like propped out Nazi tattoo, like fucking swastika.
Like, I don't know
being
why.
held by an eagle.
But like even the lighting makes his hair look blonde.
Yes, it's like those fucking Aryan edits or something.
He looks like he's about to deliver pizza to the wrong house. He looks like David Bowie just before the fucking anal scene.
You sure it's even iDubbbz on that picture? Yeah, that is iDubbbz.
Oh my god.
His tattoos are weird. Is that even a real tattoo, or was it like one of his like edgier arts where he used to do like
I was thinking
shit in general?
I was fucking thinking
because he doesn't have that same tattoo here.
He got all those tattoos fairly recently. He didn't have those always.
Yeah, like he covered himself in it.
See, like back in the old days, he used to cut his hair fairly short back when he was like not a cuck, right? And he used to like fucking sit shirtless and wear like the fucking morph suit and whatnot. And he was always like a little bit skinny, but he wasn't like fucking meth head looking like he is now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he's like grown his hair out and covered himself in tattoos. One, to like fucking cover himself up, or like two, to try and like maintain some sort of like bodily autonomy, because he's like, you know, his like his fucking name, like his like nickname online is the Raped, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like, you know how rape victims, they'll like fucking scrub themselves or cover themselves in tattoos or shave their head. It's like, I need to take back control of my own body, and this is the way that I'm doing it.
I thought like he was trying to like catch up with his wife. That could also be the truth. Not necessarily catch up, but like his wife has a lot of tattoos. He maybe won't like join in or something.
I don't know. I don't know if she's like very domineering over the relationship, and this is him being like, I'm gonna grow my hair out and I'm gonna get tattoos because nobody tells me what to do. Blah blah blah. It's like, Ian, time for your 6 o'clock peg session. It's like, okay, dear, I'll be right in. You know what I mean? Like if this is him like trying to take back control of his life.
Could be
would be on the top of the BDS list, but that's not the case. Hasan provides additional value for people. Ethan can turn a blind eye to people collaborating with Hasan because that's what he did. You gotta be the lowest of the low to be associating with the Frogans and the Denims of the world. To associate with Hasan, that just makes sense because he's famous and he's got a massive fan base. Also, Ethan still follows Hasan on Instagram, so Hasan is in his feed.
And that's showing up right up on Nisa's and Idub's feed.
It's important to remember that this is a living document.
I think that sentence shouldn't be used as an argument because I think he just like said the wrong thing in the moment of anger. I think that doesn't count.
He was heated.
Yeah. And like the eye shows up right on an IDubbbz feed. I think that's just that's not what he wanted to say. I think
like, removed or put onto it depending on how Ethan's feeling that day. You have
Yeah, you have like some control, but I know that for a fact that you and me have had shit show up on your feed and you're like, what the fuck is that doing on my? And it's because like some person that you followed like 2 years ago retweeted something cringe.
Yeah, like, or like even likes count. It's even likes count. Like they don't have to retweet it.
Yeah, so it's just,
I like a meme like 20-40 minutes later my friends send me that exact meme because I made them see that meme. Got there on the timeline.
You have this other tier of creators that exist below Hasan but are still anti-Ethan. But
organic boycotts supported by the BDS movement.
Ethan really doesn't want to bring your attention to these ones because it's kind of unpopular, you know? A lot of them are famous. It's no coincidence that
like him doing this whole thing, right? He's he's perfectly proven my point that like to these people, relationships and friendships are not relationships and friendships. It's like networking. The guy fucking broke out a chart to describe friendship groups. You know what I mean?
They're all just networks. Like he's just describing networking.
Yeah, he's broken out like a fucking chart to start like quantifying and like. Like he's like fucking like putting the red threads and the pins to each other like again like it's an equation to be fucking solved. This isn't what normal people do, man.
It kind of is an equation when they're doing it there, like doing it like this, but that's not what it is with friendship. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
fucking Tio on there. Yeah, Tio Wan. He is the reincarnation of King Wan, actually.
Stay silent when these powerful, popular men are.
Who the fuck is the bloke on the bottom right? Who's that?
Oh no, like
just putting some random dudes on the fucking chart.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know what it is about him, but he's got like Mediterranean genetics. That guy's like Greek or Italian or something.
Yeah.
They fucking picked that boy up from the kebab shop.
It's because Ethan is a coward. He's a bitch.
He was working the
made coward. I think Ethan has an unreasonable amount of respect for these comedians because they have power, they're quick, and I think he knows that they don't fuck with his ideology. But he's gonna keep that to himself because the last thing that he wants to discover is that people that he respects and looks up to, they don't fuck with him.
Bill Burr came on. It was like the worst fucking show. It was just horrible. That was like my lowest moment on podcast.
What the fuck is Young Gravy
Bill Burr
doing?
Ruined my life. Bill Burr made Ethan go on Lexapro. I was prescribed it and it was in my bedside. And then it was the Bill Burr episode that made me finally start.
When Stavros goes on Hasan's stream and he mocks your content nuke.
I actually saw a really interesting video about you, man, and I don't know that I'm even comfortable being here anymore.
Oh no.
It really kind of shed light on you in a way.
Yeah.
You kind of like have leftist politics and stuff like that, and I actually feel betrayed.
Yeah,
and so I'm actually just here to let you know this is the last time I'm ever coming.
You don't fire back because you're coping. So you're just gonna tuck your tail between your legs and never mention on your podcast that mentions everything. You're bringing up some fucking connection I have on Twitter, someone mocks you on a stream, you're not touching it. Fuck you, you're a coward. It's just his job. It's just what he does for his job. You know, he doesn't mean it. We're actually good friends. You know, he makes fun of everyone. It's not just me, right? Oh,
the guy in the Hawaiian shirt looks like he should be on a sex offender shuffle. I was gonna say Vendigoon if he went obese. He has that same shirt going.
I am not hearing any fucking bad words about Wendigoon. That boy is a treasure. He's a fucking good guy.
Yeah, he is, but they wear the same type of like outfits.
I can't.
Also, I can't forget about Matt Lieb. Matt Lieb is in this
dresses that way. Like, I feel like it's like semi-ironically, because like
nah, he genuinely enjoys it.
Yeah, but like it's like the whole Boogaloo thing. You know what I mean? Where they all used to wear like Hawaiian shirts and like fucking NVGs and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like it turned into like a mascot or like branding kind of thing for past a certain point. But I did watch like a deep dive-ish video about him. Dude was dressing like that ever since he was a child. It's kind of hilarious.
Middle tier. His valuable association is Rhett and Link. So Rhett and Link, conveniently, are also in this category of popular and powerful men who Ethan does not want to burn bridges with. Although he's sniffing around.
What did Rhett and Link do, bro? They're just eating cereals and shit, reviewing fucking bacon cheesecake or whatever in the mornings. What?
This guy Matt,
I don't know.
he works for Good Mythical Morning.
Or something. They'll find something to be fucking annoyed about, man.
You do know Good Mythical Morning, right? They have no political shit happening.
I know of them. Yeah.
It's like a morning TV show on YouTube.
He's sniffing. He's sniffing around.
This guy, Matt Lieb, he works for Good Mythical Morning. Of all people, this guy, Matt Lieb, who apparently is a producer for Good Mythical Morning. Well, this guy works for Good Mythical Morning, acting like he's wholesome, and he's bringing on somebody that wants to kill my wife, or in a video game. And I think he should be fired, frankly.
This man has come to my home with a shotgun many times. He was making threats. He fucking fired through my front window, man. Like, I almost took my wife's head clean off. Fuck off, wants to kill my wife, man.
What's the fucking whole guilt by association thing? Like, the guy is just in the same video as them. He's pointing out to someone, like, he's naming Matt Lieb or whoever he is, then talks about Daniel Mate in the... I don't even know, bro. I've never heard these names as well, so...
Bringing on somebody that wants to kill my wife, or in a video game. And I think he should be fired.
You gotta keep a straight face when he's like, somebody wants to kill my wife. Like, he's like the guy turned up like fucking Boogie at the door with a fucking 38 revolver.
Vendigoon used to be chubby as fuck. Yeah, he's kind of buddy goals, I'm not gonna lie. I'm shaping up to be like him.
Frankly. And I hope he is fired. He's pathetic. And he interviewed a fucking, basically a terrorist.
I think Ethan only respects power right now, which is one of the reasons I made this video in the first place, is because he thinks I'm weak. He thinks a lot of these other creators that he's gone out of his way to attack, he thinks that they're weak, and he thinks they're a target that he can bully, he can manipulate, he can send lawsuits to. And I want him to know that we're not
Mutahar.
Not going to be bullied. You're being a piece of shit, and we're going to call you out.
Flavor of the weak people.
Mutahar did fall the fuck off.
Yeah, he did.
Here's the button. You've got a video and you've got an audio. We're hitting both.
What button? What does it do?
I have no fucking idea.
New Palestinian kids?
Every time I hit the button, a Palestinian child is executed in the back of the studio. You just hear a gunshot after he presses it.
Yes.
There's no point.
Let's leave.
Yeah, there's no need.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Oh shit. Like, how pathetic are you? Don't worry if you don't have it all now. I don't like.
Okay, we don't need a fucking 10-minute button pages for that. We got the point.
My brother in Christ.
What does the button do though? Like,
I don't know, man.
Mona, hello, welcome.
All the things.
Anywho,
it always surprises me what you think crosses the line.
Well, I looked at Olivia and she's like, "Yes, do it."
Did we skip too far? Did we skip too far?
Yeah, I don't.
I want to be.
Bro, what does his hair? His hair changes shape every single time. It's like Venom.
These guys fucking died here, man.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that.
That was staring at the bugs in his skin again.
Of all the things that
Anywho.
it always surprises me what you think crosses the
Yeah.
line.
Well, I looked at Olivia and she's like, yes, do it.
Now let's talk about the button. Ethan got this button, or kill switch, as a response to the
It was like kill switch.
So it just fucking like
He
shuts
actually
them
does
down.
he just kills kids.
with
We could call it an execution
legit.
switch because the Twitch terms of server, but we could call it a kill switch because that means anything.
Cutie Cinderella. He was not able to control himself in that moment, and instead of figuring out how he can change his behavior, he spent $20,000.
Dan and Wheeler were like, we would kill button that right now if we could. I can't change who I am.
I know. That's why.
like end the
that's
recording
why
or
the kill
something.
button is on its way.
I think
That's
I think
it.
it just like
Exactly.
just drops their audio or their video. So like if he's
Probably
having like
something like that.
I think from what I can gather, I think it's like if he's having a conversation with somebody, it's like his little temper tantrum button, like I don't want to hear from you anymore, and he just fucking like switches off their audio. You can talk over
Oh,
them.
might be that. Oh yeah, might be that too. I thought like he was doing it to him, like he's gonna say something, like he's gonna crash out, so like mutes himself or something like
be.
that, or just deletes the fucking video.
He uses the button for everything. If his jokes don't land, he's hitting the button.
It was being presented as if this the Jordan crying thing.
Maybe it
I hit
is.
the button.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't think I needed to, but you guys were giving me crickets, so I panicked.
If he's insecure about getting something wrong, he's
The people weren't laughing, so I hit the button. It's the equivalent of like a child throwing the fucking blanket over their head because they get stage fright or some shit.
I love ending this video because nobody laughed at my joke.
Like he fucking runs off stage
so
just
funny.
before he starts crying. He got a fucking safety button.
hitting the button.
But okay.
You
what button for that? What on this frame could Ethan have responded to? Perhaps the country flag that he got wrong? Maybe. I don't know.
If he goes on a problematic tirade, he's hitting the button.
Before, look how sad. But yeah, it's not just that. Like their eyes are like big. I think you guys are wrong on this one.
Oh my god, bro.
He starts to get into like fucking race genetic. He breaks out like the fucking eye colors chart. And we're like, we need to shut this guy down.
Like, are we going full phrenology? cut it.
His wife
It's like
fucking
a
slams the
panic
button. You got a bit too far there, guy. Back in your fucking lane.
Wait, are these videos or live streams? Aren't these like podcasts?
They're videos, but he has like something rigged up so that when that button gets hit, it cuts his audio or his video or both.
Okay, but it's
a self-censor button.
It is a video. Like they can just edit it out, no? Or is it funny this
I
way?
think these are live streams.
Oh my. Oh, it says radio. Maybe it is a live stream. I don't know. I feel stupid now. Because this looks like a video to me. Maybe it's a live stream. It's his version of Oy vey, shut it down button. Yeah.
Oy vey, shut it down. 20 grand for the Oy vey button.
I bet there's
so many seconds of button. So you get to hear the start of the crash out and then it cuts. That's fucking comedy gold.
that is actually I need that too. I need to make that.
Need the crash out button.
Crash out.
It's not just that. Like their eyes are like big.
I was talking about Chinese eyes.
I think you guys are wrong on this one. I think you guys are all wrong on this one.
I don't think he's unique in hitting the button. I think if all of us had buttons, we'd hit the button all the time. But if you don't have it, you operate differently. You think about what you're saying. You maybe plan for your show a little bit more. You maybe say, I'm not going to have my podcast be an emotional dumping ground for today. You instead say, ooh, it's important that we stay on topic. Also, the H3 community and Ethan himself use the phrase goblin mode all the time to excuse a lot of
that's such a millennial Reddit shit.
That's like something that a fucking 12. So I'm sorry, cuz I was goblin mode. Like that's something that a fucking like 14-year-old says.
That's that millennial. It's like chonker doggo millennial humor. I don't know.
Shitty behavior.
I'm sorry,
or make it
boys,
seem
that I
less
set
bad.
fireworks off in the Minecraft movie. He said chicken
mode.
jockey, and I went goblin mode.
You went in goblin mode, bro. Goblin mode kind of sounds anti-Semitic in this context.
I'm sorry, the inner merchant came out there, man. I saw somebody drop a nickel across the room, and I went goblin mode.
Wait, if he's using it to himself, that's fine.
Diagnosed with goblin mode, actually.
By claiming that what happens is he just gets into this like uncontrolled state he refers to as goblin mode.
I do not call myself goblin mode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did.
Nah, you do.
That term is never the same since Goblin Slayer got animated.
Goblin mode, is that what you
True. I would never use that again. I guess I dug tunnels under my house, but I was in goblin mode at that time.
Tourette's now? To all victims of goblin mode, I would like to issue an apology.
Well, you are goblin mode today. You're goblin mode. Look how many times you paused the
I'm trying, bro.
And I don't think
That's
there's no
me
room
right now,
for
too.
using
Sorry
the term
for that.
goblin mode. I like the
I'm
idea
going
of
goblin mode.
defending
Precipice
yourself
of
and the
goblin
little
mode.
guy by going goblin mode when a big corporation or a big entity is trying to attack you.
Like, if you fuck me over, if you steal money from me, if you patronize me, if you do any of this shit like you're trying to do to me to treat me like a fucking idiot, I'm crazy, dude. I've gone fucking goblin mode over way less.
But you not thinking about what you're saying, not, reflecting on your behavior, not changing your behavior, that's not goblin mode. That's being a child. Let's talk about the crew. I think the crew has been put in the worst working environment that you possibly can be for a fucking podcast. Every crew member has it bad. To be around Ethan, period, would be a nightmare right now.
I'm standing by every fucking syllable of that, okay? What she did was abhorrent. And by the way,
just don't listen. Your critique of her is correct. It's just, people are sensitive about women being called that word, and so
like, how pathetic are you? You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm not assuming his pronouns, and fuck all these people. Go ahead.
No,
and I'm
no.
not yelling at you. I'm just.
Oh my god, bro. This is just crash out button. This isn't goblin mode.
You got one of the fucking producer in the beanie just at the side, anytime he's not directly on camera, his hand is just hovering over the button at all times while the camera's on.
Just waiting to use it. He's not even using it, he's doing it for the love of the game.
Goblin mode could strike at any moment. I gotta be
Black
ready.
woman, right?
Yes.
Maziel is a
Korean.
Oh, Dan, come on. You're being such a buzzkill. Yeah, I didn't know Korean. I asked if Koreans are POC. God.
Dan's in the bathroom. Let's just not do this right now.
I asked if Korean people are POCs.
The one time the button didn't work,
You went
and we
three
listened.
times. You went three
What is
times
POC?
there. Person of color.
Oh, what the fuck?
To how he spoke to AD without thinking that the internet was going to hear it. It was rude, it was nasty, and it didn't have this caveat of I'm not mad at you. It was anger, and it was uncalled for.
Use they get Ashes to cover most of it.
Doing it.
What are you doing?
Bro, what the fuck is happening?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just this is what I'm talking about when it's always
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I was just talking about finishing Wednesday.
On Friday, maybe. Is it?
You guys,
All right, I'm taking my hand off the. What? Okay, well.
heard all that.
Thanks, button.
And he didn't want to take accountability for it. He immediately wanted to deflect, and he wanted to say that the button fucked him.
First of all, I appreciate the hard work.
I know
you've
you
done,
do,
and
I
I
know.
loved it, and I really enjoy it. But it's like every time we do it, it's like the show is what it is, and
I know.
it makes it.
I was being selfish.
No,
Dude,
that button f***ed me, dude.
Can I just point out, right? While he's giving this apology, who's he looking at?
The producers or editors or something. I'm guessing.
Exactly. All I'm saying, right, is that if I'm apologizing to somebody, I look that motherfucker in the eye. I don't look at the camera or I don't look at the producers behind the screen. If you fucked somebody over, especially in public, you look at the guy in the eye and you say, "I'm very sorry." Why the fuck are you looking away from the guy, man?
is looking at the editors, so like producers. Yeah.
Can you imagine that button
Bizarre.
fucking me over like that?
The button fucked you? AB fucked you? Who fucked you? You fucked yourself by being an asshole. He makes it seem like he's not a tyrant of a boss.
For doing it.
What are you doing?
So awkward and terrible. I appreciate the hard work.
I know you do.
And
I
I
know.
loved it, and I really enjoy it.
Dan, his producer, is constantly clarifying things on the air and making it clear that what Ethan said was a joke, Ethan is being overly defensive, or he...
I'm really curious about one more thing. Sorry for this.
No, go for it.
I probably mistyped this. 39? How the fuck is this my motherfucker graying in his 39s? What? Don't take it personally.
The guy looks at least in his like fucking mid-40s.
I legit thought like he was like 48 or something.
Mid to late 40s at least.
That's probably why he's this fucked up, dude. Like this is like aging behavior.
But like
more cranky, more sensitive.
But like the guy makes content on the internet, lives in California, has like a net worth of what was it, like fucking like 20 million or something stupid that Adam said he had.
Yeah,
and,
like it's
and
crazy
he looks
amount.
like he's lived fucking 40, 50 years of hard living. he's got like he looks like a fucking factory worker from Beijing, you know what I mean?
Single father of 5.
That's what I'm saying. How do you look like that at 39 when you live in California?
I got itchy. Bro, I got itchy. Like I got ticks myself right now just watching him. I'm like picking up my scalp, picking up my nose, like fucking chin.
He's saying things that are like...
I feel like those fucking monkeys just like grooming themselves.
Like not true, and he's exaggerating.
People saw that. They thought that that was what you searched to
I did
pull
not
up that
type
photo. So I'm just clarifying.
Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate you doing that. God forbid. Why?
Because
it's not that big of a deal, man.
I fucking
Like,
your
how-
inability.
No, hold on.
I appreciate you
How
for doing
does it
that.
change
Hits the
anything?
button, starts
People
fucking
knowing that-
laying into his
It's fun when it's
producer.
a surprise.
Fuck the button, bro.
Okay, well,
Well, you just asked how
I'm
much
gonna
you
skip the
You know,
button
Ethan's-
montage because it's kind of getting redundant at this point.
made that his job, or Dan's made it his job. Ethan leans on it so heavily. In the same way that he leans on the button. Ethan is leaning on all of these people to be adults and look after his behavior and give all of this emotional and empathetic energy for Ethan. But
Just fucking call them what they are. They're like his fucking tard wranglers.
Yeah, like, to be fair, like I didn't watch H3 that much, but I do remember watching him like sometimes. And I always figured like this guy's whole like gimmick or actual like human personality was always just being like a man child almost.
Oh yeah, 100%.
In an annoying like a annoying geezer way, not like a I don't know, like quirky type. Like the guy was always immature to a degree. Like he was making weird noises, screaming and shouting at like meaningless shit. So it shouldn't be come like a surprise to them.
No.
Or to Ian.
I mean, like, if you look up H3H3, one of the top search results that you'll get is him doing that thing where, like, he pulls in his chin to have, like, 4 chins and just looking as hideous as fucking possible. You know what? You know what I mean?
Like, that's his whole gimmick.
Yeah, it's just him pulling, like, the fucking H3H3 face.
Hey, man.
So, like he knows full well what his fucking gimmick is.
Like,
Even
this
right
is
there
his
with...
most popular
like
video.
the fucking Vape Nation
Hey,
thing,
what up,
like
peeps?
right
It's
in
your
the
boy.
thumbnail, it's just him pulling the fucking face. He knows full well what he is. Yeah, he's fucking
Like-
pulling the face. He's
There
like
he
a
is.
fucking man child.
That's nice, sweetie.
I'm a fucking
It's
retard.
like
Mom, look, yeah, we see you. Watch me go down the
uses
slide.
to give it back to them. Also, let's talk about AB and Lena, 2 Lebanese employees, and you just continue to talk about the conflict like they don't exist. It would be nicer, a lot nicer, for you to shut the fuck up about it. You're allowed to do that.
Hezbollah in Syria alone killed double that much. All right, I'm gonna move on. I just want to play Hassan talking about Bad Empanada
Ethan doesn't want to change, and he wants to bring the entire crew down with him because he's putting them in this position.
Is the crew being held at gunpoint though? Didn't they know who he is before getting into the war?
They are adults. You can leave at any fucking time if you're not happy.
Like the only argument could be like, but this is their livelihood. They're making their money from this. Yada yada. Like they can't just move jobs, but pretty sure they can. They got plenty of connections. No. I don't know. This is a weird thing to get. Like holding on, using as an argument, I guess, in Ian's end.
Every day, right? But it's more important that he gets this shit off his chest. It's more important that he dumps. We're all familiar with Goblin mode. Well, Ethan debuted a new mode recently.
Retard mode.
My ratio is pretty
Jesus
good.
fucking
Like
way,
I'm looking
man.
at like 20 Goblin modes to 1 too far. Demon mode, let's call it.
Fucking demon. Fuck
Okay,
off,
bro.
mate.
He's releasing the alpha inside of him.
He fucking comes in with a
Goblin
fucking
mode
Naruto
is
headband
goblins aren't
on
really
with a fucking
like
katana.
an intimidating.
Dual blade main in No.
Bro
we're
just
not bringing
comes
that
in
here.
one stream, just fucking dressed as Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Well, he's doing the Illuminati pose, bro. He's doing the Rizzler pose. Hold on.
Fucking what? Oh my god.
He's doing that Illuminati pose, bro.
Oh, he's fucking doing it.
He's fat. He's fat. They're both holding their eyes.
He's the wrestler. He's the wrestler from the future. He came back in time.
Powerful force. If the goblin is persistent, it can get what it wants.
When I'm done with the other one, the big one that's dropping probably next week, my full attention is going to you, George. Like the Eye of Sauron. I see you. I see you out there, you fucking cockroach.
Ethan, the reason the internet got behind you when you were being sued by Matt Haas or when you were being sued by Ryan Kavanaugh is because people saw you as the underdog. They saw you as the guy who's defending the common man.
I'm suing, and I cannot wait for you guys to read it. At the moment, we are writing 3 complaints for 3 people.
You are doing the classic rich asshole thing. You have a deficit of friends, you have a surplus of enemies. You feel really bad, you feel hurt, but you also have a surplus of money. So what can you do? You can use that money to bully and intimidate people. These public legal threats that you're making to fellow creators, these legal threats that you're making to people on Reddit.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
Twitter.
You can't just blow it on drugs and hookers too.
Yeah,
Like
you
that-
can literally,
it's like-
you could buy a yacht. There's like lots of things you could do with that money.
You're like, I'm hurt.
Have a fucking
These people are
threesome,
hurting
5-some
me.
even.
What do I do to stop it?
Just buy
There's
so
nothing I
many
can do to
fucking
stop it. I'm
prostitutes.
powerless. No, you have a ton of power. You have a ton of options. You have a ton of choice. That's exactly what you get for
Is he
being
missing a
filthy
teeth
rich.
or is it like a silver tooth in his?
I think it's a gold tooth. I don't know how we lost
Is
it.
you
though.
can do all of these
Bro,
things.
he looks like what the fuck are the tattoos and shit? Bro's like a. This is a mess of a video, man. This is horrible.
Bro, why?
The more
why
I
does,
look into it,
why does that fucking tattoo on his arm look like fucking Shredder with tits?
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
I've never want to sue someone for defamation, but like at what point do you kind of fucking have to? I mean, this is like basically someone calling you a pedophile. Be like, yeah, you know, Ethan's a pedophile.
Dan Clancy or whatever, like the CEO of Twitch, and being
Pedophile. Dan KKK Clancy has a similar
that
view
was
on
good.
Hitler. Because Dan Clancy, the Nazi, fucking anti-Semite. There are certain things you can accuse people of that rise above to make it like actionable, which is like wrongfully accusing someone of being a
Bro, he's
pedophile, a
about to
sex
beatbox
criminal, a
it those
murderer,
times.
shit like that. Dan Clancy
Online.
now, in other words, he is a pedophile.
isn't Dan
Christ.
Clancy like the CEO of Twitch or something?
Yeah. I'm like 90 sure.
Can't argue against that. I can't argue against that.
Oh, I fucking what point do you just have to sue somebody? I mean, what if somebody's calling you a pedophile, proceeds to call the CEO of Twitter, the guy who's effectively his boss, a pedophile, repeatedly. Okay.
So much less to go off of saying that
Oh
than
no,
anybody
I was
has
just saying
about
based
Dream.
on his looks. Just on his based on his.
Well, at least you're self-aware.
That's 100% a joke. I have no evidence to conclude that he is.
One of the more notable legal threats that Ethan has sent out recently is against Noah Samson.
Minecraft, yeah.
I have nothing but vibes to gain, and potentially your money as well. Don't worry if you don't have it all now. I'll garnish your wages. You're going to be living with your parents for a lot longer, buddy. 26, you know what I mean? Try 46.
Noah made a video
Can
that
I
was
just
critical
say,
of
right,
Ethan.
that like that right there was like one of the most Jewish things I've ever heard a man say on stream.
This is gonna become a compilation.
I'll fucking sue you and take you for every shekel you've got, guy. I don't care if you have it all now.
Those shekels were promised to me.
He's fucking like the only way it could be more Jewish if he was rubbing his hands when he said that.
Living with your parents, I like more than with roommates. At least someone says I love when you take off.
Yeah.
Someone says I love you when you take off. This item bounced from Kirby's air ride playing whilst he's talking like this.
And other content.
I take it you know the song, right?
Throat is hurt.
I take it you know the song, right? Kirby's air raid.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking.
The creators when they're talking about Israel and Palestine. I mean, the way he's talking about Noah on his podcast is so fucking creepy and weird.
Is this a new thing?
This is a new thing. This happened during the show. Upon initial examination, it seems to check out, and it's not great for young Noah.
Can I say that? Don't say it yet.
I'll say it.
So he's a rape. So of course his standard. I don't know what he's.
Bro, I don't think he just has whatever bullshit Asperger's or whatever it's called. I think he's on something.
But watch, it's specifically his right hand. The bugs are contained within the back of his right hand.
They injected on a specific his right hand.
Ethan brought on a former partner of Noah to basically just shit talk him and say that he's a bad partner. But that's all that Ethan was able to extract out of it.
You are not accusing him of committing any crimes or doing R-word or anything like that. The accusation is that he's a sleaze.
Absolutely. Noah Samson, as far as I know, is not a rapist.
Fuck you to Noah Samson, who's not just a liar and a scumbag, but also a creep. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Now let's talk about the left-leaning Democrat.
He presents himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports
There's a Marvel rivals in the
thing that made me start to question Ethan's intentions
He's getting that SEO,
is that when
man.
he was suggested to talk to Sam Cedar, a fellow progressive, a guy that Ethan respects and looks up to.
He works with Sam Cedar at the Majority Report. I respect him and what they do there.
He kept saying that it was racist or anti-Semitic to suggest that he talked to someone who's within the same ethnic group as him.
This shit is never gonna end.
Like, I urge Ethan to talk to Sam Cedar. There are very...
It insists upon itself.
It insists upon itself.
thoughtful, very kind, anti-Zionist...
Gator's falling asleep. He's sleeping.
I fucking... Right. I'm just gonna say, right, at the very least he stopped talking about himself. At the very least.
Honestly,
he's like got into the actual content and not just like, he was mean to me so many times, chat. Look at all of the times he was mean to me. He's even supposed to be my friend, and now
he's still
mean to me.
reusing some clips though. He's still reusing some clips.
For sure.
Jews out there that he could talk to. I don't think that I will be able to reach him.
What's the insinuation that I only listen to other Jewish people? You need to talk to my pre-approved list of Jews that like agree with me on everything. You know, it doesn't matter if they're Jewish, dude. It doesn't matter if they're fucking Jewish.
I think most Jews.
I don't think Jews at large view it. I don't think that is the.
What in what position are you to even say that?
It's not motivated by myself. It's motivated by Jews against anti-Zionist
no,
Jews.
Seriously, how can you speak for my entire ethnic group? I find that really interesting.
Ethan, I don't know what to fucking tell you. This is like step one of having a leftist ideology, is recognizing our race, religion, nationality.
Right, like what Ethan pulled there is exactly the same thing. Like, I don't know if you've seen like Ben Shapiro talk about Israel.
Yeah.
Where he's like, oh no, Israel doesn't need anybody. Israel can take care of herself. The fucking second, like like Hamas and shit start making moves, we need 20 guerrillion more. The US needs to come and help us. Like, it's fucking
us 50,000 nukes real quick.
The fucking Hamas fighter farted in Palestine 2 billion guerrillion to Israel. But like that's the same shit. Like, oh no, it's not about being Jewish has nothing to do with it. And then he comes in like, as a Jew, I find this very offensive. Like, you can't have it both ways, man.
Didn't I send you a meme like that before?
Probably.
Like Bernie Sanders saying like, if he sent you money, if he refused to send you money, do you think that would be anti-Semitic? And like everyone's saying that no, like it's not anti-Semitic, it's not racist. And like some fucking Hashim comes in. I think you're standing on one side of the. What was it? He's saying something like that, basically accusing him of like being anti-Semitic. Within that context, it's just that shit.
All this shit all shape our experiences as people.
That's the reason why it'd be better served to have this conversation not with myself, but with an anti-Zionist Jewish person.
Why does it matter if they're Jewish?
I'm
not Jewish, and you've said in this conversation that like, how can you tell me how to feel about the situation?
Yeah, but how is one person a representative of Jews at large? I'm just telling you how Jewish people around the world interpret that phrase.
So yes, Ethan, on occasion you might be suggested to talk to someone who has some crossover with you. It doesn't have to be your ethnicity. It could possibly be someone who shares progressive ideology with you. It could possibly be someone who is of your same gender. I think Ethan understands this concept very well. He listened to these women on his show when they told him that he shouldn't be calling women bitches.
This bitch is intolerable. You are such a nasty fucking bitch, Cam.
I don't know if you can call her a bitch, though.
She is a bitch. She's a fucking bitch. You're right. I call her a C-unit.
Oh my god.
Okay, based. This is
this is a man rage, bro. Like doubling down like that. I don't know.
You can't really call him a bitch, and he just fucking turns his wife like, I fucking just did, and she is a bitch, and what are you gonna fucking do about it? That's the most base thing he said. He fucking. He's like all like fucking touchy-feely and sensitive, and then the second that like turned on him, he's like, "Fuck you, you're a bitch, and I hate you, and I hope you die." Oh my god!
The fucking caretaker jokes are never gonna end. I think like nobody will. I'm pretty sure you know it too. Like Hila being like taught to be fucking Ethan's caretaker.
Yeah,
she took on that role. Fully, like this is like caretaker over here. This isn't your wife.
Think about it.
I wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah.
I feel like that it's for the girlies, Ethan. But I
So
agree.
you guys all seem to be in consensus that it's in poor form. I think to respect the women here in the room, I'm gonna have to pass on saying that.
The infantilization of Ethan Klein is fucking nauseating. He's not a child. He is absolutely capable of looking into Hassan, learning about his politics, interviewing, doing loads of things to figure out where he stands.
He presents himself as someone like me, a left-leaning Democrat who supports basic things. And for the first time, I noticed an inordinate amount of radical, hardcore leftists. I mean, I thought we were social democrats, not whatever this was. This comment from Hassan really started to sound some alarms in my head. I was already getting uncomfortable with our partnership. I started to wonder if I had any idea who this guy actually is.
You made how many episodes with Hassan? Like, this guy made a fucking program with the biggest mega leftist.
Pro-Israel man finds out the leftists don't quite like Israel. Wait a minute. It's like the black man at the KKK rally.
Surprising.
He just fucking looks around like, holy, there's a lot of white hoods in this rally. They seem to be screaming about death to black people. I think I might be in the wrong party here, guys.
At the same time, he keeps making videos with him. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Did you see the thing YSE drew?
On the platform. Now he's acting like he was tricked and he was incapable of figuring out what this guy's beliefs were. Bro, I didn't make
hopefully almost done anyways. Like,
fucking leftist.
10 minutes? Oh shit, 10 minutes actually.
You did. You made fucking, 60 some odd episodes of this shit for hours talking to this guy? You didn't have a problem with any of it until, Ethan talks about being aware of Hassan's 9/11 comments and then sort of leaves it at that. Like it was just a joke. Actually, I think Ethan describes them as edgy moments or jokes.
You might remember him from such classics as...
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together, because who am I to judge?
No, Ethan, those aren't jokes, right? When someone makes...
I have to stand here and I think that Hassan had a goblin mode there. Perhaps he might have
he probably
deviated
demon
into,
mode.
Perhaps he might have even deviated into a demon mode. We all have those. We've all been known to have a demon mode every once in a while.
Demon mode squared. I wish Hassan also had a button. He could have just clicked on that, press on that button.
I wish I had a button. Whenever Hassan came on stream, I could just kill his stream.
You need to invest in that. You should open up a Throne. You just put up like a link of it or something.
The anti-Hassan button. Adam, do you think that you could like build me like a browser extension that just removes Hassan from my browser forever?
When the person automatically shuts down the browser, wipes all the cookies and everything.
It just fucking bricks my PC whenever Hassan comes on screen.
Shorts the fucking RAM straight up.
My house just explodes.
Makes a controversial statement like that, that's not them trying to be funny. I can understand why
Also,
you would
saying
conflate the
America deserved 9/11 isn't like edgy joke. It's just terrorism, bro.
It's just straight up terrorism.
Like, let's be fucking real. It might appear funny. It might sound funny. Personally, it is funny too. But saying that isn't a joke. That's not a joke.
That is someone who is extremely frustrated and
There's no
passionate
punchline.
about a
There are
particular
no full
topic.
funny
In this
extensions,
case,
Alyssa.
American imperialism and terrorism. You could have looked into that. You could have talked to Hassan a little bit more and found out what his international politics opinions are. But you wouldn't even need to do that. You can look at it online. You're not a victim. You weren't tricked. You made 60 some odd episodes.
He's unironically defending. I know, bro. I know. Like, this guy came to America to fucking poison people. Like, ideologically. He came there to just poison people. He's following a fucking certain set of, like, checklist.
No,
I mean, Ian defending Hassan saying it. I mean, yeah, he can defend it for all I care. I don't give a damn about that. You can defend it. You can. I'm neutral on my end. I'm just saying, like, it's that is not a punchline. It's not a, like, by definition, it's not a joke. It is absurd and funny, but it's not a joke.
Let me ask you,
cop out like that.
As a Turkish man, right? Do you think that if Hassan or his uncle Cenk made their way back to Turkey, they would make it out of the airport based on all the shit they've said?
Make it out at the airport? No. I think, like, if Turkish people currently, like, Turks are aware of Hassan only by the most recent, like, earthquake that kind of flattened one side of the Turkey in the rural area.
The most eastern side, right?
Yeah, eastern side of the Turkey got flattened, and Hassan kind of, like, helped collect a bunch of, like, donations and stuff to there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Turks only know him by that, but if people knew, like, his ideologies or, like, what he's preaching, I do not think he can even step foot in here. And I'm not saying it's like we're just based like that. We don't like filthy liberals. Now he's openly, like, defending terrorists and shit.
Yeah.
Turkey is neighboring to Middle East, and it has suffered from terrorism from ISIS to, like, a bunch of terrorist organizations. So it has a pretty, like, a sore spot against terrorists, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he couldn't pass, like, even if step foot in here. I don't know about his uncle or whatever.
It's like,
I don't know about that.
Well, is it PKK? That's the Kurdish Workers' Party.
YPJ or something like that.
Are they not communist terrorist organizations? As well as being like Kurdish nationalists.
Yeah, they're like Kurdish nationalists mainly. The communism is like takes a second hand, I guess, if that makes it like second place.
Yeah.
The main objective is just
Kurdish
creating
nationalists.
Kurdistan or whatever.
Yeah. Might probably.
If you didn't want to go down this,
help like people liking him if they also found out that he was also an out-and-out communist.
Yeah, exactly.
this route, you shouldn't have done it. But that was your fucking choice. You did it. You are an adult. When Ethan and Hila are watching Matt Lieb saying that one state doesn't represent all Jews, they cannot wrap their heads around the idea.
No single person represents all Jews.
I'm just telling you how Jewish people around the world interpret that phrase.
No single person represents all Jews, as no single state represents all Jews.
This is another weird thing.
Oh my
Israel
God.
Israel. This is a lie that I see Hassan and people pander. They say that Israel's going to war on behalf of Judaism. They have never. I don't believe that that's ever been stated, and I don't think Israel ever explains that it's like. I think Israel says it's a place where Jews can go.
Israel's just a place Jews can go? With that slogan, we might actually have peace.
Isn't it literally like a ethno state?
Yes, like it's literally described as the home of the Jews, and if you're Jewish and of Jewish lineage, if you go to Israel and you provide proof that you have Jewish lineage going back a certain like length of time, you're guaranteed a plot of land there. It's one of the reasons why they keep encroaching on the West Bank, because you have an awful, especially Americans, of Americans turning up there just to get free land so that they can build a house on it and develop it and either live there and then rent out the property that they have in America or vice versa. It's free land. You turn up, as long as you're Jewish, you'll get something for it. Also, there's multiple cases of like Netanyahu and other high like profile Israeli politicians referring to themselves and like their people as the Jewish people and not the Israeli people.
Yeah. I am aware of that.
Which again,
I mean, it's ethno state. It doesn't really. They don't really have to say it's Israeli people.
It definitely is. I know that there's been a lot of persecution of like Israeli Muslims and Israeli Christians and within Israel and occupied areas.
You know, if that's all.
Oh, my bad, my hand slipped.
No, go for it.
The joke rise themselves. True.
All you're defining Israel as is a place Jews can go.
Oh, yeah, for the promise of free stuff, the jokes write themselves.
Again, I fucking already told the story about like the pork farming. Have you heard about that in Israel?
Yeah.
Like how they're not allowed to do it in Israel, but they still do it anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot of lore behind like pork and chicken farming in Middle East in general, like throughout Middle East history.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of interesting stuff related to that.
For sure.
Why it's like turned into haram, why some eat, like some religions eat that, some whatnot. It's historically like very convoluted.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it sounds like America to me. Like, all right.
I don't think that Israel said they represent all Jews. I don't think that's a stance. We're like, hey, displacing Palestinians is all Jewish people.
Ethan is being so disingenuous here to suggest that he doesn't understand what Matt Lieb is saying. Like, he's making a semantic argument. Like, I don't think Israel has said that it represents every last Jew on the planet. I don't think Israel has claimed that. They're not going to say that their most genocidal behavior represents anything to do with them, okay? But what they are going to do is they're going to inexplicably link Israel and Jewishness together, so when they're being criticized, all of a sudden they have the perfect defense. Oh, another thing I need to mention. There was a tier list. It was called the Who Can Say Habibi tier list. It was presented...
What the fuck are we doing now? Arab coded, ask permissions.
Ask perms. Fuck off. I'm saying Habibi. Fuck off. I'm not Arab. I'm saying Habibi.
Love Sabra? What is that in the bottom tier?
Love Sabra? I don't fucking know, man.
At TwitchCon as like a panel that was just meant to be lighthearted and fun. And Ethan Klein saw that and he decided that it was anti-Semitic.
Fuck off.
Okay, man. Actually, just fuck off.
How can I make this about the Jews?
That is beyond brain dead.
And we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say Habibi. You know, like you got like a white guy's like, can I say it?
Bro, it's not the N-word though. Like,
does it not just mean brother?
And then love Sabra.
It's literally brother. Like, yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
Like equivalent of something like that, like my kin or like my brother, my whatever.
Which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Now, when I first saw this tier list, I immediately knew what it was doing. I was like, oh, it's a play on the who has the N-word pass and who doesn't tier list.
But it's not the same shit.
Habibi is very different than the N-word.
Just say
but
the N-word.
It is a cultural word.
Say the N-word, Ian. It's like the fucking Green Goblin mask in the back. Just say it, Ian.
Translates to my love or beloved, like bro, friend, or honey.
Amongst Arabic-speaking people
Please
and
don't eat glue.
Muslim people, like that is a word that's used. Habibi.
The Burger King crown calls.
Oh no, don't do that, Habibi. Oh yes, Habibi. You're my Habibi, I'm your Habibi. So yes, it's meant to be a fun way that these Arab content creators can express their Arab culture and be proud of it and happy about it. Because it's not like they have massive representation on the platform.
Making a
Who
tier
the
list
fuck
based-
cares about the race of their... This is the shit I don't get, bro. Like, you're on Twitch playing games. Who the fuck gives a fuck about your heritage and shit? Just be entertaining.
Based on race.
I mean, unless I'm like missing a point. Like, I know like 2 of them are political, but what I don't know about the rest.
I get like
And
I wouldn't even call Ian political. Like
No,
if you
not,
look
I'm
through...
not talking about Ian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the people in here. Like,
oh right, yeah,
talking
okay.
about like representation and whatever.
I think
like,
I think the thing that most people, I think even viewers, I think the thing that most people, even viewers in their community, forget, these people like Ethan, they're clowns. They're entertainers. You don't have you're like you weren't like ex-ambassador to the fucking Congo or something. Like you don't have any political experience. You have no political or philosophical training or education. These people haven't picked up a single book involving politics or philosophy, but they're speaking as if they're like the fucking authority on the on the matter. And the people that are watching them, that fucking like have watched them for like a long time and have watched them and started watching them due to funny content and like skits and jokes, start listening to them like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? Power dynamic, whatever bullshit.
Yeah, it's just,
think, oh, this guy's popular and he's preaching this shit. He might be right.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
But in general, like when someone watches these people, when someone watches Hassan, they're just expecting Hassan to like see one comment and get stun locked for 10 minutes, or like some guy calling him like he's bald or something. Or same with Ethan Klein, like everyone's expecting him to like make a weird cough sound or like say something, I don't know, a little bit edgy or like crash out or whatever, and just laugh at it. Nobody really, like in all seriousness, nobody actually gives a fuck about these people's like political commentaries or like opinions or whatever.
Except for the terminally online, like the terminally.
I mean, those are the terminally online.
Yeah. But those are the loud voices that everybody will hear.
Yeah, I mean, true. You're right. He's right. You know. Let me put that image under you. I don't have it here.
There's a fucking problem with that.
Tier list. No.
Okay, you have a tier list based on race. Where's the Jewish panel? Where at the top it says Jewish. It's a tier list based on Arab to Jew. He's Arab.
What the fuck does that mean?
That's the best thing you can be on this. That's the
Guys,
best. This is a
this is
racist.
list on whether you're allowed to say goy or not. Are you Jewish enough to say goy? Fuck off, Ethan.
Ask your local Hashim.
I will say that conveying...
Rabbi, am I Jewish coded enough to call other white people goy? I'm fucking dying. Goy magic.
Information through a tier list is not the most effective thing, but Ethan should understand this principle. He did a white slurs tier list with Hassan.
Cracker. I mean, you know what my take is.
We can't put this as an F. Cracker. I mean, that's got to be at least a D, right?
Pale face, motherfucker.
Pale face. I mean, again, I think that's an F. Hog.
So Hog is my favorite. I use it all the time.
Him and Hassan feel as though they're white guys.
Hassan isn't even white. What?
Fucking Abby, sit down. You fucking sit down. The guy fucking sitting there.
Like, are white?
The guy's fucking sitting there fucking chatting like he's fucking midnight or some shit like that, you know what I mean?
He's speaking for other people. Bring in fucking what was that guy? Shit, I forgot his guy. There's like racist. It's like real life Uncle Ruckus almost. Forgot the guy's name. Whatever. He should have brought them in. I don't care what race my streamers I watch are, as long as they're racist. So he's right.
Based and fucking real. Based and real.
Isn't hog used to refer to cock and animals? Yeah. But I think it's like it has like a racial context.
They're doing the standard thing where they're like going down like the list of white slurs and seeing like which one is as quite as bad as the N word.
I think the only like decent slur is Yakubian.
Very comfortable talking about white.
Bro, I wear that like a badge of honor. I'm a son of your group.
It's not a badge of honor. It implies like black man created you, like with context.
Tier list.
I think I'm more white than you. What do you think?
I think I'm white. Like I'm super white.
Can you
Says the guy with the most Middle Eastern genes, by the way. That beard isn't white, bro. That's not how Caucasians fucking grow out beard and hair. You have thick mustache, thick beard, thick hair. That's not Caucasian. You don't see that shit in Sweden.
Understand why Arabs might
man
feel...
here starts playing the clarinet, reaches for a glass of raki, slices off at some donor. I'm the whitest man here, bro. 2 minutes, Azan's happening. I've got to go pray. Fucking excuses himself.
Like country music starts playing, like Turkish country music starts playing.
He fucking, excuse me, my fez fell off.
Comfortable talking about Arab shit on their tier list, Ethan? You're the white guy? You think you're more white than Hassan?
I think I'm more white than you.
So yeah, the white guy can say all the things that he wants, like crackers.
Are
but the Arabs,
Jewish people do they count as white?
Don't fucking get Adam started. He's got opinions. He's got opinions and that.
Like I don't think anyone from like Middle East and like its circle counts like white. Like when I think white, I think of a Caucasian.
But then
specifically Caucasian.
Like if you start getting into like the fucking Groyper sphere, they all draw the circle of whiteness at different places. I was fucking speaking to another friend of mine earlier today about it. There are certain people that if you ask them what white is, some people will say only Britain and France. Some people will say like Germany doesn't count. Some people are saying that like, oh no, it's only like Denmark and the Nordics. They are only counting as white. Everyone else doesn't count. And you have some people say the Nordics, but not Finland, because that's got too much, like, I'm using the genetic term here, Mongoloid genetics. Some people are saying that shit like Greece and Italy count as white, because that's like the birthplace of like Western civilization.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, like it's kind of like I'm kind of speaking from what's it called, history of it too.
Yeah.
Italy and Greece and stuff like that. Finland mentioned perkele.
Perkele satana. But like fucking like the fucking Caucasoid, like Caucasian from the Caucasus. That's like fucking Georgia and Armenia. Are we considering them white now? Even the name.
They kind of came from there, like
yeah,
mainly at least.
But like, and then would you call the Slavic nations white?
Like I think anatomically, like the skull shape, skin color, whatever, they are all pretty like not so different, does it?
But I mean, like again, then would Mongolia be considered white then because there was an awful lot of genetic diversity coming from there?
But no, I wouldn't count Mongolia because they have more Asian. But actually, Asians might have gotten. Okay, shit's getting confusing.
But then you got Turkic shit, because again, an awful lot of the Turkic peoples came down through the Caucasus from Mongolia originally.
There's a couple minutes left of this mustard-looking guy. Finish the fight.
Right, okay, let's just fucking finish it.
We'll do our genetic examination.
Fucking get into race science now. Let's fucking move on before we actually get banned.
Arabs can't have their tier list.
I would put him also in Arab. I know Turkish people are different.
Notice how they dropped the premise almost immediately that it's about who can say Habibi. And then it's like Hassan, okay, actually he's Arab. We fucking love him. He's dope. He's Arab.
Habibi is an Arabic word.
Hold on.
That is an Arabic word.
that they just classify Turkish people as Arab?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
we ride on camelbacks to school, bro. Didn't you know?
But like, I don't know about you, but every Turkish person that I've spoken to, if you called them Arab, they would rip the fucking face off you for calling them Arab.
It is, bro. It's its own unique thing. It's like a transitional space. Like it's like a liminal space of Earth, bro. We're connecting Europe to Middle East, and also fucking Asia. Like you can't specify it as any race. It's just stupid. You can't group it anywhere. It's its own unique place.
I went to school with a guy, a Turkish guy. I went to school with a guy. We'll fucking make up a name. We'll say his name was like John, but his like father was Turkish. And people said, John Turk. I don't know. Fucking think of a fucking Turkish name. Hassan. We'll fucking call him that, right? Anyway, he got called like, oh right, so you're like an Arab, like the other Pakistani people in the class. Which Pakistani people, I don't know if you would call them Arab. He said, he fucking turned to the person and said, don't you compare me to those cousin fuckers. This isn't my words.
Yeah, you might as well call them a straight up slur. Yeah.
It's like actual like an insult if you compare them to Arabs.
And the thing is, like with Turkey, I'll stop giving like Turkish trivia, but the history of Turkey, like modern Turkey, not Ottoman times, but the history of Turkey over the past like 22, 23 something years, they have been trying, like the government and like some other forces and shit like that have been trying to basically Arabify Turkey. And that's what what gets to people, like the secular, normal citizens of Turkey don't dislike that a lot because they're trying, like we're supposed to be a secular country. There's no religion to Turkey. There's a huge Christian population, like atheism, or like what was the other shit called where you don't like believe in a religion but believe in a god?
Agnostic.
Agnostic and shit like those things are also in rise. So it's not just like it's all Muslims and we all have very Muslim or like Arab values and things like that.
It was Ataturk, right? Was like his whole thing like very like we need to de-Arabize and like Muslimify Turkey and make it into like a modern country.
That wasn't the thing. Like he didn't want to remove religion, but he wanted to remove religion from politics, and,
from
like,
government. He was like a separation of state and church, or like state and religion, basically.
That was the like first thing he did,
and it seems
it worked out great.
Yeah. Well, again, like compared to all the other Muslim countries at the time, Turkey did really fucking well. But like again, they fucking did that, and now it seems like the current political parties are like, no, we need to go backwards.
Yeah, we're literally going like 500, like not even 500, like 100 years back, and which wasn't a good time. And we were experiencing the exact same shit without minus the war part. Like Greece was trying to attack us, Russia was trying to attack us, America was trying to attack us during the time like where Turkey was, Ottoman Turkey was basically collapsing before Ataturk came in. Now the same bullshit is happening, but it's happening on like an economical basis, like transactional basis, instead of like multiple countries is sending troops to our ground. It's just collapsing.
Yeah.
There was a reason the fucking like the creator of Turkey did that.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's finish this up.
Let's
fucking Ethan.
Funny about this whole thing is that they say Habibi in Israel. Again, people underestimate just how like mixed Israeli culture is. Like
we say Habibi in Israel. Yes, Ethan. Another piece of evidence as to why it isn't anti-Semitic.
This is racist.
If you're not Arab or understand Arab culture at all, which is a lot of Americans, and Ethan Klein presents you this tier list and calls it anti-Semitic, you're just going to eat it up. It's not. Ethan is just proving his location on this tier list under Love Sabra because he doesn't understand Arab culture. There's a lot of Arabs who eat Sabra. There's a lot of people like me who eat Sabra. A lot of the time, it's all that's in the store.
Sabra, bro? I never heard of that.
I have fucking no idea. We tab over to the Rizzler.
I'm gonna get doxxed for this or something.
Just put like Sabra food. Or like, is it hummus? Hummus?
It's hummus. Oh, it's the shit. It's the shit hummus. That's what. Okay, it's the brand name.
Right. Okay.
It's a shit American hummus.
And I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna eat it.
I mean, hummus
but
isn't
it
all
is
that
not
great
the
anyway.
good
So
shit.
yeah.
The average Arab American,
kinda just there.
they're gonna go in the store and the only option they have is fucking Sabra, and that sucks. That's the
60%
only option,
market
right?
share.
Arab
Record the
communities and
hummus
distribution
market.
facilities are not widespread across the U.S. So what are they left with? They're left with a common, relatable, shitty hummus, which is Sabra. And what's so fucking pathetic about this whole thing is after he was able to get these Arab creators banned off of Twitch for 30 days, he goes on to talk about how bad Sabra hummus is on his show.
I don't think anybody prefers Sabra over homemade like restaurant quality hummus. You know, it's what's there.
Like weirdly fluffy.
It is
Sabra.
fluffy.
Weird.
Yeah.
I would buy it sometimes and eat it. It's not the best.
The problem is with Sabra.
Man, why is shitting on Sabra bad? That shit looks like pig slop.
No, he's basically saying like people that like eat Sabra and claim these are, oh, you're like appropriating our culture, and then turning around and going, yeah, Sabra's kind of mid, it's kind of shit. So he's like taking, he's trying to have his cake, eat his cake and have it.
Eat his cake and have it.
Yeah.
My opinion, it's only good for the first 2 days.
For some reason, like when you eat this Sabra shit, it just feels so much heavier. Imagine eating a whole fucking vat of Sabra. That's crazy.
Yeah, nobody does that though.
Oh, well, you hate Jews then.
I don't.
And Arabs.
Yeah. This is racist.
Yeah, it's almost like you can have a discussion about Sabra hummus being a bad hummus without it being at all related to a Jewish thing or an Israeli thing. He can have that discussion as much as he wants on his podcast because we all know his intentions aren't anti-Semitic.
This is what he did. He hit his heart hard.
The Zionism
This
is
fucking
leading to
silence,
not
dude.
accepting
Holy
other
shit.
cultures.
He should have pressed the button there.
He should have I'm just
embracing
saying,
their own
he
culture.
did do a Nazi salute on stream. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out he did the Roman salute on stream. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
and instead
kind of a Nazi.
thinking that is an attack on you. There's this incident on the podcast where they were reacting to Cutie Cinderella, and
It's a
Ethan
Roman salute.
was laughing.
Yeah, we're
during
calling it that
So that
now.
ended up being a pretty important wake-up call for Ethan. He made an apology video
Deism,
directed at Cutie
deism. You're right,
Cinderella,
Cheetah.
and it was graded by a professional psychologist, Dr. Kirk Honda of Psychology in Seattle, and Ethan got an A+ rating.
In terms of a public apology, this is A+.
Ethan won't stop talking about his A+ rating.
You know, he rated my apology to Cutie Cinderella a perfect score, a perfect 10.
A perfect 10 out of 10?
Literally 10 out of 10. Go back. I can teach you how to make a
Right.
good apology. I'm
Right,
the best at
10
it.
out of 10.
I know what a perfect apology is, lady. You fucking
I
don't.
got a gold
Is my
star,
perfect
by the way,
apology in this PowerPoint?
boys, did I tell you I
Dude, I
got a
got a
gold star?
perfect 10 out of 10. This one is actually best apology, so. He's inclined.
He's using it like it's a ironic thing, but he uses it so much that you know it's not just ironic.
Oh my god!
It fucking
I was trying really hard.
It fucking also tells you that it wasn't an earnest apology. He's like, I
Yeah, like-
prepared that shit, and I prepared it so good, people thought it was real.
Yeah.
Think about an impactful moment during this video. Like, could I do something that would really wake Ethan up? And I don't know if this came from a good place or not, but I came up with the idea of getting Ethan's grade changed from an A to a B at least. So I went to visit Psychology in Seattle. I'm not confident that Kirk will change his grade, but it's worth trying. And, you know,
There's
we
the part
might
where he
learn
cries.
a thing or two.
Xander! Probably get pretty low marks. Unlike me, perfect score, 10. I said, hey, Lud, no wig drama. Why are you such a spineless coward of a person now that you've inserted yourself and your girlfriend into this conversation?
Okay, iDubbbz, I hear you. You're in the room with me right now. I hear you. I hear your request. I understand it. I can understand where it's coming from. And I guess have a policy that when there is a grade for an apology, I am just grading that discreet apology as I see it without taking any consideration of prior or future behavior. If you're wanting me to comment on the overall behavior or the recent behavior from the clips that you have shown me, I believe that Ethan is a good person, and that eventually he will feel sorrow and will feel sorry and will apologize, and I will be there to evaluate that apology when it happens, which I know it will.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Unfortunately, Kirk did not change his grade, but that's okay. Because this is the internet, anyone can have their own official apology rating system. So I'm going to rate Ethan's apology a B-. That's just based on my own feelings and my own rubric. When Psychology in Seattle was watching these video clips of Ethan, he said that it looks like Ethan could just use a hug. Now, of course, it kind of pisses me off to hear that shit, because I'm like, what are we doing? What are we saying? He needs a hug? No, he doesn't need a hug. He needs a good fucking ass whooping is what he needs. I think something that's very important to me.
That's some of the old iDubbbz showing through there, right there. I fucking like that. That's like some of the old iDubbbz coming through. Just
yeah,
but
like it's kind of too late, man.
Yeah,
kind of too late for that.
I know.
It's
just, it was nice to see.
Gone.
He's to be fair. I think that was something that was not illustrated in previous Content Cops that I think should have been, and probably wouldn't have left me with so much regret. Ethan deserves all of the criticism that he's getting. I think it's very valid. But I also think, at the end of the day, we should acknowledge that he's human, because he is human. And he is in a situation that's making him extremely scared. In the spirit of Kirk saying that it looks like Ethan could just use a hug, I have challenged some of his most powerful haters to put down the haterade and just say something nice and charitable about him, because I think he deserves it.
I just wanted to say that I respect that you are genuinely yourself on the internet. I think a lot of other people respect you for it as well. I think that's a big reason why people were drawn to your content in the first place.
Nothing will come out of this, by the way, after finishing this video. Like, it is actually just like glorified.
Ethan Klein will go on his fucking stream and like, these fucking bitch, I hope they all get executed.
Yeah, he will like make it so over the, like, he will say shit, wild shit, but say it so over the top, so you can later say, I'm just joking, I get the video, thank you guys for like giving me a wake-up call, yada yada yada, and they will, both sides will get their views, get their bag, move on. There's literally nothing here.
And I think this fucking shit at the end that Ian's doing, it's just so that he can say like, oh look, I did a nice thing. So all of like the fucking 40 minutes of me like fucking saying how he was mean to me, and then the subsequent like 20 minutes of me saying that he's a fucking horrible human being and should be fucking thrown into a volcano. Well, I added like 2 minutes of just being nice at the end, so like I'm a good person now.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Oh wait, what the fuck?
The reason why your employees chose to work with you over anyone else.
Ethan, I think it's respectable that you even began this journey to leave behind the anti-SJW crowd and step into a more empathetic worldview. I know it's not easy.
Ethan Klein, I think that when you are being goofy, when you're being silly, when you are being lighthearted, and just having fun with your friends, I think that is
lighthearted. Nothing.
So I'd love to.
The complete opposite was implied the whole video. Like, are we dead ass right now?
I will be.
What kind of backpedaling JD Vance is even coming into this?
Reading my letter off.
Where's his signature lollipop? Give that man his lollipop.
It's the
because I don't want to sound robotic. H3 used to be the sports figure that I used to watch. I hope that one day gets back to what I remember. You were one of the inspirations for me to start creating content, so all this has stunk. I hope you
hope your shift goes well, Nox. Welcome, bro.
Really hear this, and I wish you the best.
I think Ethan Klein rocks a buzz cut pretty good, and I think
bro had nothing else to say. Yeah, his buzz cut is nice.
He's got a good choice of facial hair. I think
he had to fucking do it in his car at 144p because like I fucking hate this guy. This is all he's getting.
Let's get it over with. Let's get it over with.
It's really cool what he did 8 years ago, fighting that
8 years ago
frivolous lawsuit. That was pretty fucked up, and fighting it, you know, he changed YouTube for the better, and I thought that was cool because I thought it was like he was fighting for free speech.
You know, I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Neil. I'm like, fuck.
Come on, man.
It's really hard to be a couple online and see people attacking your partner, and it's like, okay, like if you come to their defense, that doesn't always help them, right? Sometimes that makes it worse for them.
And I have been kind of slipping into a very unhealthy place where it's gotten worse and worse, and I get criticized more and more, and I get more defense.
Bro, he
more.
keeps gaining and losing weight. I think he needs to retire at this point. I'm not even trying to be a hater.
I think he's done. Like the fact that you need to have a fucking Tard Wrangler button ready at all times on stream probably says that you shouldn't be streaming.
Gitsomo button is like
hold up. A feeling of almost
is this sign that you should just call it quits.
Infallibility, that I could take anything on. It led me to make a lot of mistakes, and then when I was criticized for those mistakes, then I would act extremely defensive and nasty and not really processing them in a healthy way.
All right, bro.
And, honestly, the little fucking clip at the end of him crying just for a little couple of pity points just towards the end there.
Yeah, I think I legit think that's sarcastic or something, because that's the same therapist or psychiatrist, whatever.
Yeah. Hello, Elusive.
That was unironically a waste of time.
I mean, we got some good laughs. So we got some good laughs.
I mean, yeah, it was funny, but I can't even like downplay. What's the word? Not downplay, but like I can't even fight it. It was quite a waste of time. I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah. Like again, like it was like fucking Beep said, like the first 40 fucking minutes of just him going, he's so mean to me, and then 20 minutes of like, look at this Jew being a Jew. I'm sorry, but that's just what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, that was quite literally what it was like throughout the whole video. But yeah, I think that is good for today.
Honestly, we'll fucking call it there. We're lucky to get to the end of the stream without getting fucking banned.
Exactly, that too. I really want to like see the Ethan's reaction to it and stuff like that. Like do a little bit of more follow up. But the thing is, I kind of figured like legit, if created like a drama like this or whatever. If it's so artificially created to the point I can guess what both sides are gonna say and react to it, I don't think it's like anything relevant. I genuinely do not believe it's like an actual issue or whatever. I think the main goal is like just everyone chasing their bag. I feel like, which is yikes.
like if you're fucking sitting there and you can like predict what both sides are going to say, then it really has you thinking like, did this conversation need to happen in the fucking first place?
Yeah. Like the video did not need to exist. This could have been a Twitter post. This could have been a DM. This could have been a phone call. I get the point. Like Ethan wouldn't take up his phone calls or whatnot. But I don't know. Maybe even a fucking email. Send it to his fucking, what was it called? Producer or whatever. Be like, hey, can you say this real quick? Like, I don't mean bad. Or his wife.
Like, so basically what you said is, had these two adults been adults, this didn't need to happen.
I think the real sad part and the real concerning part is completely unrelated to the video itself. And that is like these two dudes, they're not even old, like they're not even in their 40s. And their brain is like clearly at like a certain level of degradation, at least from my observation. Both sides, like, okay, they're chasing the bag, they're playing 60 chess within their own heads and whatnot, but they both look very unhealthy, unhappy. I don't know why I got that accent.
Unhappy.
And like, they look like they're like mentally degrading. That's very, very sad view. And as someone like, I'm gonna go a bit like personal here, but I have done content for like over 10 years of various sorts. I always aspire to be like a very like this big content creator and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And
like seeing people get like this, like quote unquote childhood heroes. I mean, not Ethan, but like Ian was like that. Like iDubbbz was kind of like that because it was a Filthy Frank and whatever.
Yeah.
Seeing them become like this is very disheartening. Because these were things they kind of opted themselves into. This was a choice for them.
Yeah, like
this is horrible.
They fucking chose to take this route, and it's fucking left them in mentally and very obviously and blatantly physically drained. To the point where like fucking iDubbbz is like making videos on optimizing his keychain, and fucking Ethan Klein
hilarious.
has to have like a fucking like self-censor button, like a fucking tard wrangling button in case he goes off on like some sort of fucking rant that gets him cancelled. And the fact that iDubbbz even needed to make a content cop that's an hour long, where the first 40 minutes are him going,
so embarrassing.
This fucking man is mean to me. Look how mean he is to me.
That was exactly just all that. The entire video was just Ethan Klein is mean. He's a poopy head.
Very, very little over the course of the entire hour. Very little actual substance of like, this is where he's bad, and this is where he's bad, and this is where he's bad. And even like again in the last like fucking minute of the video, you have to put a little clip of yourself crying to a therapist. About how it's affected you. Like, what the fuck did you think you were going to get from that, other than just like try and score a few pity points before the end of the video?
Yeah, pity points.
Really?
Well, at least it's made a good thumbnail too.
I suppose. But fucking.
For me, at least, he didn't use it. Himself.
Bro, you're like, I respect you for putting like actual effort in. I'm not fucking putting effort in. This is the most fucking.
I didn't put effort. I
shit.
just slapped like four individuals images on one canvas.
Bro, this
is the effort he's talking about.
That's like more effort than I've put in, and I respect you for it, for actually putting like the bare minimum of effort in.
It's alright. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight. I need to go anyways.
No, for sure, man.
So yeah. Good night, everyone. Do we rate someone? Do you want to rate someone?
Sure. Do you have anyone in particular?
I can direct you folks towards a very nice lady called Tado.
Okay.
What she's doing art apparently. She's she's a pretty based lady.
Based? We like that.
Yeah. There we go. I send. Did you guys copy and paste it?
All
right.
Nice.
Good night, folks. Good night. Be well, and see you later from Imp side too. Because it's really fun collabing with Imp. We get a good laugh together. And risk bans every time. But yeah. Good night.
See you later.
I end up buying. I need to dip real quick.
No worries, man. Go.